stream. But after that, we're jumping on in. We're jumping. That's right. They're missing out. They're missing out. Or maybe they're being spared. Maybe they're being spared. Maybe they're better off. One man's missing out on quality content is another man's being spared from psychological damage. But Alex, I want to play the game where you can have sex with a car. Yes, that's right. Car sex abstinence. That's right. We're teaching car sex abstinence. Well, no, I mean, car sex is fine. Which is to say, having sex with somebody that you love and trust, or at least feel okay about, in a car, that's fine. It's just not sex with a car. That's the thing. Car sex, if you can, like, make the dimensions work, there's not a lot of room to work in there. But, like, yeah, if you can make it work for you, perfectly fine. It's just the, you know, as long as it's not with the car, that's the thing. All right, now we Gucci. Let us resume, my friends. We have a number of main objectives. We did a whole one, and I think the one objective was go to the place, and then I was like, oh fuck, it's like 2:30 a.m. That's about what happened last time. We were trying to use some sand to smooth over some like wet parts of like the flooded areas to make it so that we could like get heavy machinery over it, kind of like a makeshift bridge of sorts. The 1 hour mark. That's right. Yeah, we're at like I've probably been like talking for an hour because we had about 8 minutes of music. So it's probably about the 1 hour mark, Rossi. How dare you assume cars are not built for sex? I mean, where else do you think cars come from, Alex? This is, I've never trusted a car. Well, then don't have sex with the car. It's that simple. It's that simple, man. Never trust again. That's right. That's right. A car might cheat on you or leak digital secrets. That's true. It could happen. Yeah, so as we were doing last time, here, let's switch truck to truck in which I will not fuck. Not happening. Last time we were starting to... Because I think we have to send additional support to the transit point. Transit point is up here. But if we're, like, sending stuff over, we need to, like, send heavy stuff over. Heavy machinery. And there are these, like, spots where... Yeah, if you've got, like, a car with, like, decent all-wheel drive, you can probably get there okay. They'll be a little bit scrungy, but you can probably get there. But, like, a heavy machinery thing would sink into that mud and have a really hard time. Like, this area right up here, like, ain't no fucking way, right? So, if we're going to be good boys and girls, we're going to make this reasonable for heavy machinery to be able to reach it, then that's what we're putting the sand down for. Excuse me. You wouldn't cheat on a car. You wouldn't download a car. I would if I could. Rule 34, Lightning McQueen. Yeah, like there was something not too long ago that was like in relation to like something strange, some news story that was weird that somehow involved Pixar or Disney. One of the top rated comments was some Cars R34 shenanigans. So it's out there. It's out there. The same font that was still correct. The very same. The very same. All right, so we got more sand. We're gonna jump on this last little bit. And I'm gonna do it right this time. Average person who lives in the Midwest thinks their roads are like. I mean, sometimes our roads are not great, but we could have it a lot worse. Skyline R35. I don't think I know what Rule 35 is. Lightning McQueen soaking in Mater's tail while listening to the Beach Boys and shedding a tear for the passing of Brian Wilson, R.I.P. That's right. That's right. We're bringing it back around, yeah. We're bringing it back around. Pelican says, I was just looking for pregnant cars like a fucking normal person. Not this degenerate weird shit that all you asses are into. All right, so we did this last time. I'll do like. So I'm gonna start. We got a full commit. Kind of like this. I'm gonna open and open. Oh, it's like that's a tricky thing to get the timing down. Because when you say open, like it kind of like it doesn't go all the way necessarily. So knowing that like the point at which there's no return. I think what I need to do is I need to hold the button and like start backing up at like the same time, basically. anyway, but close it now. That's because that's silly. But the good news is, even if you fuck up the initial delivery, we've learned that. Also, if I just say, if I just park and say refill sand, the sand god bequeaths it to us. That's a fun word, bequeath. I love to bequeath with someone. You ever bequeath with someone you really trust? Really know and trust? Alright, so we are in sand flattening mode. That's the thing. Even if you fuck up the initial delivery like I did, you can just flatten that shit. And I think I need to go like slow. Slow and steady flattens the race. Honey, it's 11:25 p.m. Time for your daily penis flattening. Yes, dear. Wait, says, what the fuck has happened? What has happened to my Twitch chat experience? A house tour where they had a pregnant character. Oh. Huh. Huh. Well, good for them. Good for them, Pelican. If that's what they're into. I'm happy for them. I'm happy for them. I think. Am I happy? I don't know. I don't know if I'm I don't know how I feel about any of this. He says, dump that load, daddy. Aaron, has the last, like, hour poisoned our collective brains? And this is just what we're all like now? This is just our fate? I was saying how when we were hanging out over the weekend that, you know, I feel sorry for Aaron and Helen, but more specifically Aaron, because he has to put up with my buffoonery for 3 weeks, because for those who don't know, I've talked a lot about the Japan trip. Game & Browse is one of the individuals who will be with us on that trip. And I was saying how I feel sorry for him, because he's such a calm and quiet and respectful individual. And it's like, oh man, he has to deal with like 3 weeks of my unmitigated bullshit. You know, with little reprieve, so she'd all feel sorry for him. But he did remind me, well, remember, Alex, when the mood strikes, I will also let the degenerate flag fly. He says, I'm just feeling unhinged, bro. It's been a fucking week. It's been a fucking week, bro. I'm at my goddamn limit. I think we've pretty much flattened it as good as it's gonna get, and I think that's good enough. I think that's good enough. So we'll get another. Actually, I wonder if I should like try to clear out some of this other debris. Let's try to clear out this other garblety goop. And by clear, I guess I just mean delete. Yeah, but at the same time, I don't want to go too far into the mud. That's a great way to get stuck. Stuckified. The main thing, I think, is I don't even know if this is the vehicle that needs to get over there. I think I just need to, like, I need to create a route for, like, those big transport trucks. I think that's what we're looking for. Oh, it was an April Fool's thing for Alpharad. That makes more sense. Corporate oh, did you get a corporate happy hour? That sounds fun. And by fun, I mean, well, not always. Not always. Let's see. Do I need to do a route? Let's take a look at the objectives. Send additional things. Yeah, making a route. Right. And that means the big transport truckies. So if we are to do that, we have oh, well, now it's raining. God damn it. That might make things weird. Might make things weird. We'll see. I mean, surely I'll at least be able to get this across. I mean, I guess wet sand is harder than dry sand. So, I mean, it could be a good thing. And if I'm really good at this, I might be able to get this in one go. I suspect I'll probably need two gets of the stuff, of the sand, to make it happen. All right, so open the tipper and just full send it. Not quite. Not quite. Maybe it's better. Maybe it's better. I don't know. Trying to get that timing down is going to be tricky. This ain't no speed run. Oh, and I can just refill the sand here. I thought I had to go all the way back there. If I wanted to, I don't have to... Yeah, that's actually kind of nice. I don't have to, like, schlep all the way back there like a fucking weirdo. That's a fun one. That's a good, like, Yiddish term. I have a couple good friends that are Jewish. And every once in a while, they'll use, like, a fun Yiddish term in front of me, and then I will slowly add that to my lexicon. The road's in rough shape. Bro, what do you think I'm heckin' doing? Thank you. Got it. do you think I'm fucking doing with my goddamn life? With my goddamn life. Yeah, schlep. That's a good one. That was the other one. Schmutz. You had some schmutz on you. Some fun ones. You drive forward while you dump. That's what I thought. I thought you drove forward when you dump, but there was somebody who plays this game a lot who was in the chat last time. They advised if you get the timing down just right, there's like a cool guy strat where if you back up, if you kind of like full commit, you back up while dumping, your car will like the truck will keep traction as the sand is getting like spread backwards. There's like a cool guy strat for it, but I've been unable to figure it out so far. Dumping the city. Yeah, I do love the fucking sand god. We were saying earlier the curse of Ra. This is the blessing of Ra. The sun god. The sand god, I guess, in this case. Schmuck is going. I forgot that schmuck is the Yiddish term, but it sounds Yiddish, so it tracks. Schmuck needs to give me more schmear. Schmear, that's a good one. There's a whole bunch of them, but yeah, there's a number that I've like... When I heard it, I was like, "Ooh, that's good. I'm saving that one." Excuse me. All right, and I think probably about as good as we're gonna get it. You wanted to like smooth it out a couple times if possible. I think one more will do it. Because yeah, that's the problem. If I'm driving forward while dumping, then I might end up in a situation where this truck gets stuck. I think this truck is less likely to get stuck than like the big ones. Like those tires are pretty good. They're like pretty good terrain. But I'm worried about like if I'm driving forward and I'm dumping the sands, I'm worried that this guy will get all sag. So I'll try the cool guy strat one more time. We say open, we back up, full tilt. Didn't quite get it, yeah. That's okay. It's good enough. I'm pretty confident that will be sufficient entirely, so I'm going to drive this and get it out of the way of the main road. We might need it at that other base, but that is no guarantee by any stretch. Will we be sending them down this road? Probably. Oh, actually, maybe. We might be sending them down this road. Yes, we will. So in that case, actually, we'll just park this guy by the sand quarry. Proper sand quarry. Gabagool. Now, gabagool, that's not Yiddish. I don't think it is. That's like a weird Italian-American way of saying, like, what's that one smoked meat? Like, Italian smoked meat? Capicola or something like that? It's like an extremely bastardized and, like, so incorrect it doesn't even begin to resemble what it originally meant. Kind of Italianism, Italian-Americanism. Some putz. Oh, I think putz. Yeah, putz is another one. Putz, mensch. You're a mensch. Which is good. If you're a mensch, that's a good thing. But if you're a... There's another one. Munge. If you're a munge, it's bad. And putz. Turn left at a light ahead. Couldn't pull up. Pull up, you schmuck! I'm walking here! Don't beat yourself on the mouth. Yeah, I don't want to beach myself. Don't beat yourself up over it, Alex. Yeah, spread that shit. Talking about like dumb memes. You know the one where like it's like a little girl and she's like doing this. She's like doing this and she's watching her mom make her like a PB&J and she's like, yeah, spread that shit. Yeah, spread that shit, mom. That's what I felt like. I'm like, yeah, spread that sand. Spread that sand, Big Daddy. I'm gonna take it nice and slow while you're flattening that shit down. And then erase the previous tracks. At this point, though, I think we're pretty much in the clear. We're pretty much in the clear. I'll do, like, maybe I see some lumps. I'll smoothen out the lumps. Here, Cats, is that who that was? Is that you, Augusto? Probably have to worry about the lumps. My lovely sandy lumps. But I'll be a good boy. What's that one, Irasi? Bubkas? Oh, Bubkas. You've heard me say it. I didn't realize that was I didn't realize that was Yiddish. If something is like garbage or worthless, that shit's bupkis. I didn't realize that was how it's spelled. I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that one. I'm only, you know, pretend Jewish, so I can't really, you know, pretend to have all the facts. Black Eyed Peas, yeah. Are they like a done deal? They've been, you know, pretty quiet for a long time. I'll admit I was never a big fan, but they were huge for a while there. They were huge. It's funny because I've mentioned that like a couple of my friends, I have a couple of friends that are Jewish, and one fun thing that comes up every once in a while is my mom. My mom lived in New Jersey for about 4 or 5 years in like the 70s. Around the time when she married her first husband, who is not my dad, by the way. So I'm not like weird. I'm not like referring to my dad in like a weird fucked up way. Yeah, he had to move. They had to move to New Jersey because he got some kind of job out there. So I'm gonna drive the scout car up to the other base and see what's what. Make sure all the roads are good. But yeah, she lived in New Jersey for about 4 or 5 years, and she, of course, was from Podunk, Illinois. She's from Podunk, Illinois, and had never lived anywhere else except for the Midwest until she moved to New Jersey, and had never interacted with a Jewish person before. And she worked with a bunch of Jews at this office in which she worked, and they would like jokingly refer to as a shiksa, which of course is a somewhat derogative, but mostly like, you know, when it's amongst friends, it's like a funny thing. A shiksa is like a term to either mean a non-Jewish woman, or even more so, a non-Jewish woman who marries a Jewish man. So like a shiksa can sometimes have, you know, some honest to goodness, not good, you know, derogatorial connotations to them. Is that a word? Derogatorial? But anyway, they would like jokingly call her shiksa, and just kind of like joke around and shit. And yeah, that was her first interaction with Judaism. And she learned all about their holidays, learned all about various rules and you know, things that Jewish people have to abide by or should abide by, kosher rules and standards, you know, that kind of thing. And the joke now is that like she knows so much. It's like, damn, she's more Jewish than some of my Jewish friends are. What the hell? And she's like extremely knowledgeable. What's up, Gowan? With the raid, I'm talking about how my Methodist mother is the most Jewish person I know, because she's so knowledgeable about how like their holidays and their culture. I don't know. How did we get on this track? We've been on an odd conversational track for a while. Yeah, derogatory is it's probably the term. Yeah, exactly. Thank you for that raid, my man. You're doing some chatting, some chilling and chatting. We're playing Roadcraft. This is not the kind of game I usually play. I've never really played any of like the Snow Runner or Mud or Spin Tires, Mud Runner, Expeditions. I've never played any of those other games, but we're playing this one. Of course, it's a dare drop game. You know, I enjoy me some dare drop campaigns, and this one does look pretty cool, and it is pretty cool. This has been enjoyable so far. I'm gonna plant this right over here for the time being. This is it's kind of a construction simulator kind of game. It's more of like there's a campaign and you have tasks and jobs, and you're part of like this emergency response and like emergency mitigation company, and your goal is to like respond to natural disasters and either help prepare for them or help deal with the aftermath. That's the mission we're on right now, is dealing with the aftermath, and that's a good time. It's a good time. Were you playing some games tonight, Galanith? Because you know I love hearing about some clippies. If you got any fun clips to share, I'd love to see what our homies are up to, and you are indeed a homie. Yeah, Yiddish colloquialisms led me to talking about my very Methodist mother being the most Jewish person I know. There you go. Most Midwestern thing you said today. It's true. It really is true. That's the thing. I know a lot of Jewish people now, but like none of them are. Usually, it's like, you know, you interact with one of my friends who is Jewish, and like you ask them a question like, "Oh, is this kosher?" Like, you know, or is this holiday, like, what's that holiday mean? 9 times out of 10 they'll be like, "Oh, I don't fucking know." So maybe that's the thing too. A lot of my friends that are Jewish are not, you know, that hardcore practicing of it, but they're like, man, I don't fucking know. I mean, I probably knew when I was a kid, but I don't fucking keep up with these things. What, are you kidding me? Like, yes, my friends, like, who went to like a Catholic high school, you ask them a question about Catholicism, they'll be like, I don't fucking know. What do you think this is, man? You expect me to know things? We gotta plot a route. I was just earlier before you popped in, we were smoothing out some roads. You can see there's like a bunch of sand here. The roads were all like muddy and flooded and gross. We put some sand there. We flattened it down to make it drivable. And now we're gonna plot some roads, some paths rather, from the harbor base up to the transit point. Some extra supplies. So we had to like kind of clear the route and secure it for these transport trucks. So we're gonna start plotting. So if you're down to plot with me, we're all gonna plot together. We're just some just friends plotting. Nothing weird about it. Nothing weird. Nothing strange. If we're starting from here, I might need to move this thing. I need to move this thing because I need... Or, actually, what I really need to do is move these things. Is I was trying to make a... I was trying to do a thing, but I can't do a thing there, unfortunately. I was trying to solve a quest. Is there no other way around? Because this wall is kind of freaking sandbagging me. So... Yeah, I think I might have to... God damn it. I think I actually have to go back to this thing and move the storage containers I'd worked so hard to place as I was trying to accomplish a dare drop challenge. But we couldn't do it, man. We couldn't do it. What's up, Eris? Playing smut games on Steam. Those are secret streams, Eris. those are secret streams. We keep those on the... That's for the tier 3 subscribers. That's for the real dedicated folks. Alright, so... Lower this thing down. So I'm gonna have to schmoove a couple of these things because I was trying to do a challenge, but I'm short of one storage container and I can't grab the other ones. Instead, we'll just... I think if I just move this one, I think that'll be enough. I just gotta move the one. They'll be alright. Oh, Voices of the Void! Yeah. That game looks so cool. We were just talking about that yesterday. We were watching some Half-Life shitposts. That game looks incredible. And I've not played it, but I've watched other people stream it. But it's one of those games where whenever I watch people stream it, I try not to watch too much because I want to play that shit myself. But it's like it's so like enigmatic. It's mystifying. I'm gonna schmoove this thing, and now we're Gucci. And now we are Gucci in the Coochie. Yeah, you got clips from the other day? I would love it. Yeah. Whenever I request clips, it never has to be of the same day. Never has to be of the same day. So yeah, if there was a fun clip you would like to share with us, I'd love to see it. Does not have to be from tonight. Could have been from any old time at all. All good. All good. Gonna do one of these. And a nice wide turn. Maybe two. Maybe not wide enough. Like, bam, and then bam, and then bam. There we go. I'm gonna draw this. I'm gonna plot this path. Like I said, from this point here to that one up there. So it's a bit of a journey, but I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident we got what we need. We'll do one of these. We'll go kind of, yeah, once again, kind of a nice wide turn. And then this is all smooth sailing. Got a couple, some debris, but nothing those big trucks can't handle. I was more concerned about the flooded paths that we have since smoothed over, because I'm a smooth criminal. Even a smooth operator. You can see the tire tracks where I've been driving, which is kind of fun how the tire tracks persist until you clear them out manually. So here's the sandy parts that I smoothed over. If I did my job right, it should be nice and easy peasy. Actually, I might go more this angle because that looks like a bit of a hard edge right there. And that's me. I'm a hard edge kind of guy because I'm so edgy. I'm an edgy guy. What can I say? That's probably okay. I see like the deep ridges. Hopefully that's just like an aesthetic thing. It's not like giant tracks driven into the ground. Nice and straightaway paths. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. And then from there... Let's see here. Let's leave that one. Another nice wide turn. Because these are fairly large trucks that we're directing. So there we go. Yeah, tier 4 subscribers. There we go. Even better. There we go. Time to go off-roading, baby. Everyone's on lunch break. Yeah, we're the only employee, except, well, that's not true. The trucks, the vehicles we dispatch will be driven by AI fellas, but we're like the only contractor person that has some sort of like autonomy here. Here we go. Here we go. He's got something. Got something for us. So I'm going to switch over. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that highlighted, but I'm gonna switch over. Gonna watch the thing. Get some good TTS. Oh, I'm ready. I'm gonna mute the game because the game's just a little bit loud relative to how I want it. Here we go.
1. Determinator the Unhinged. Frog Lord of Fisting Fury. 2. Fuzzy Nutnock. Bard of Bedlam and Ballads. 3. Gonzo the Gonad Grabber. Chaos Conduit with Kinky Kinks. 4. Miss Pigslut. Paladin of Provocative Pummeling. 5. Animalistic Anarchy. Barbarian of Beatdown. Boobquake.
Was that the boobquake? How did he make the boomquake happen? That was amazing. That was amazing.
I don't think boomquake was a name in that case. I think that was a warning.
It absolutely was a warning.
Holy shit.
They tried to warn us, and it was not enough. Yeah, it was a little quiet at the start. One more time. If anybody was alt-tab looking at cock porn, if you're alt-tab looking at cock porn and you heard the fucking boobquake and you are questioning everything, here it is one more time.
1. Determinator the Unhinged. Frog Lord of Fisting Fury. 2. Fuzzy Nutnock. Bard of Bedlam and Ballads. 3. Gonzo the Gonad Grabber. Chaos Conduit with Kinky Kinks. 4. Miss Pigslut. Paladin of Provocative Pummeling. 5. Animalistic Anarchy. Barbarian of Beatdown. Boobquake.
What I'm unsure about is how did
and mayhem roll.
Because I know with text-to-speech you can do note 7 pitched blah blah blah. You can do weird shit with text-to-speech and have it play notes and play songs and shit. So I was waiting for a drone 4 for 12 measures or something. But it's just somehow they knew. Somehow text-to-speech said, "All right, commence the boobquake." Let the mayhem roll, baby. That's amazing. Yeah, I love the boobquake.
I don't think boobquake was a name in that case. I think that was a warning.
It was a foghorn. It sounded almost like an Inception noise, like a Hans Zimmer noise. That's amazing. That was amazing. Tenjia's generative TTS, gotcha. It just fucking broke. That was incredible. Yo, it's obligate. Tangia would just break previously, so when it breaks, it breaks good. Oh, Jesus, sorry, that was loud. Fuck. Sorry, that was loud. I turned up the audio on my side because I was trying to make sure I heard the audio. We just had a raid from Gallaneth, and now Woo's raiding. Woo, you know how it works. We just watched the Gallaneth clip. If you got a Woo clip, I'd love to see it, bro. I'd love to see it, my dude. Thank you for that raid, my friend. Very generous. Gallaneth, what was the game you were playing? Because it looks pretty cool. In addition to the boobquake, because the boobquake was very powerful. Barbarian of Beatdown boobquake was very powerful. That's necessity. Okay, gotcha. Oh, it's up here. Gotcha. Yeah, this is what we were playing the other day. I've seen a couple of Troria likes drop. Still 2D, but different kind of 2D perspective. So I've seen a couple Troria likes drop. I wasn't sure if there was kind of a similar one, like a Troria Rimworld-esque. I think that one is vaguely on my radar. I don't think I own it. Yeah. Oh, I actually, never mind. I do own it. Well, tickle my penis and call me Sally. That, sure enough, I do have it. It is early access. Yeah. Sounds like I might have to check it out because it looks pretty cool. I was vibing with what I was seeing, but also vibing with what I was hearing because it sounded hilarious. And thank you again to Woo for that raid. Like I said, if you had a clip to share, and I mean, in all fairness, I don't know, and this is not a competition, but you know, it's not like you have to have a clip that can run with the Boobquake, but
Anarchy, Barbarian of Beatdown, Boobquake.
that was the Boobquake. Barbarian of Beatdown Boobquake. So there you go. That was the Gallaneth clip. Make sure to follow Gallaneth for more Boobquake in action. Man loves to quake his boobs. Or quake others' boobs? I don't know. Thank you, though, Gallaneth. Very generous. Who doesn't love a good boob? I know I fucking do. Lord knows I do. Yeah, Terraria and RimWorld, two of my favorite games. Two of my favorite games, so that's some good shit. What was Woo playing tonight? He was playing, oh, the Ball Pit game. Yeah, that's the Devolver Digital game, right? Ball X Pit. Yeah, Devolver Digital. It looks pretty wild. I mean, they've announced a lot of demos as of late, but this one looks pretty bonkers. I see you were checking out the demo for it. It looks awesome. It looks awesome, man. I hope you're enjoying it. And Woo, as always, if you have any clips to share, I'd love to see them. No pressure. If you have to get to bed, no worries whatsoever. But thank you for popping in, man. Thank you very much for popping in. You're a cool dude. Gallaneth is a cool dude. All the dudes and dudettes that are listening in right now, they're all cool. They're all gosh darn cool. That's the rule. The rule of cool. Thank you guys for that raid. Very generous. Very, very generous. Right, unmute the game. There we go. Is that oh, the Ball Pit DashCon? Oh, wow. That's a throwback. That's a throwback, DashCon. I do love RimWorld. Was there a RimWorld announcement? I'll be honest, I was at the office all day, so I haven't really looked at my phone today. It sounds like I must have missed something good. Was there a new expansion or something? Because I am a RimWorld fanboy. A big, smelly RimWorld fanboy. New DLC? Oh, I mean, the most recent DLC was big, so if they're cooking with more, I am absolutely down. Payne's Creek Killings. Took the Ball Pit for a bit of a spin, just for funsies. Payne's Creek Killings. I don't think I know that one either. It sounds like a horror movie. Perhaps the biggest one yet. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. That sounds delicious. Well, I'm always threatening to, you know, obsess over RimWorld all over again, because Lord knows that game is absolutely perhaps my greatest Desert Island game, or my #1 Desert Island game. It's a whodunit. Woo, you would play a whodunit, or would it be a woo-dunit? Travel on your ship, make new settlements. Oh my god. It does sound bonkers. Every time there's a new RimWorld expansion, it's always exciting. It's also scary because the game already has a lot you can do with just the base game. You don't need the expansions necessarily. It's such a cool, you know, rhythm that the game already has. So the fact that they've bolted on so many other cool systems is awesome, but also like, oh my god, even more to learn. But that is exciting. 1.6 updates. Oh, that sounds nice. That sounds nice, yeah. Better pathfinding, just better performance. I'm down. I'm down for all of it, man. That sounds great. Incredible stuff. Thank you, Woo. Thank you again to Gallaneth for the raids. I saw Woo says no clips for him, but if you change your mind, or if there's any viewers of yours that have any cringy clips that Woo doesn't want us to show, doesn't want us to see, but your viewers want us to see, because that's how it goes sometimes too. Sometimes the streamer will say, no, I'm good, and then a viewer will say, actually, I have this thing. And then the streamer's like, oh god, not that one. So if you have anything weird or cringy, I'm down for that too. We're playing Roadcraft. This is a oh, whoops. I'll delete that one. Oh, delete. There we go. This is a how would I call this? This is like disaster mitigation and like emergency response simulator kind of game. So it's kind of like Spin Tires, it's kind of like SnowRunner or MudRunner or Expeditions, those kinds of games. Same developer. It's also a focused interactive game or focused entertainment published game. So kind of like those other simulatory games. But whereas those games had like extreme depth with the vehicles they were simulating, and there were like 2 vehicles featured in SnowRunner and MudRunner and Expeditions, this game has like 40 vehicles, and the simulation is much more surface level. So instead of getting down to like the press F5 X Alt page up to activate your left windshield wiper. It's like just press R to go up or down. Like it's much more simplified, but you get to use a lot more vehicles. There's like a whole campaign where you have objectives to like react or prepare to like hurricanes, that kind of shit. It's pretty cool. Not my kind of thing normally, but we got a dare drop campaign, so we're working on some some dares rather. We're having a good old time, and we just finished mapping a route for some supplies to be routed from the harbor base to the transit point. It was up to me to dictate the route, and also I had to manually smooth over some flooded areas manually down to each individual speckle of sand. It took me 20 years. I'm just kidding. I used some vehicles, used this thing here and the sand transport fella. Anyway, let's dispatch the vehicles and see how it goes. In fact, I can like watch, I can spectate and see how they do. Make sure they don't fuck up. Specifically, make sure they don't fuck up in the parts that I smoothed over. That's the part I'm concerned. I'm concerned how they're gonna get over the sandy areas, but I'm feeling pretty good. What are you honking at, bro? I'm not sure he was honking at. He was mad at something. Bonk. Multi-threading. Yeah, I mean, if it increases performance, multi-threading is one of those weird things where in software development, if you know, if it's not done well, multi-threading can be disastrous. But the RimWorld developer seems like a very smart and capable person, so I bet they'll be fine. But yeah, if it increases performance and smooths things over, I'm super down, man. Dirt Management Simulator. Delicious. Love me some delicious dirt. So we can do standard mode, but I like the cinematic mode. It's so cinematic. And we got John Brousseau over on YouTube. What's up, John? Appreciate you popping in, man. We're doing some Roadcraft. Fuck you, tree limb. I want to see the sand part. That was the part with the divots in the ground I was a bit concerned about. I want to see the sand. I want to see my handiwork. I was my handiwork, which is to say I was giving handies behind the gas station the other day. No, I'm just kidding. That was today. And I'm not sure what supplies we're delivering, but we'll probably know once this gets complete. Then it'll say, well, probably if, like, deliver something else or construct something, perhaps. Never saw a frame rate get nuked by multi-threading. Usually if, like, multi-threading is done in a not good fashion, usually, hopefully, that's being found at the point of, like, unit testing. Hopefully, a product isn't delivered with some kind of multi-threading feature that is, like, poorly optimized. Hopefully. So, yeah, you're right. I've never seen it. Well, I've never seen it in a released product. I've caused bad multi-threading problems to happen. Not... Well, no. I was going to say more so in my college projects, but no, I've botched some multi-threading projects or situations with my day job as well. We don't really do multi-threading as often with the work I do in my day job, but every once in a blue moon it comes up. Oddly enough, the only time I've ever had to do multi-threading with software development in my day job, progress bars. Progress bars, right? The one thing that is like kind of a common thing, at least, where you want something regularly being updated to the user without like interrupting the thing that's happening in the background. So you want the background thing to be doing stuff, but you want the progress bar to be updating, and not like in a boring like a timer, but like, oh, as things are getting done, actually make the bar jump up accordingly, but not like go from 0 to nothing, but like, yes, have it fill up gradually. That's a classic case of a multi-threading problem right there, or multi-threading a thing that needs a solution. And oh, we got he's like humping something. All right, we got to get that out of the way. The good news is I think he pretty much got it. I'm gonna see if I can nudge it out of the way if I can help it. We have a new vehicle. A new guy just dropped. Hell yeah. He's got like the company branding. All right, well, I was gonna just bump this out of the way a bit. Just those two fellas.
We need a base of operations on the other side of the river.
Yeah, just hump it.
We need a bridge. I don't suppose you've built a bridge before, right? Well,
how hard could it be?
First for everything. Oh, and if you want a steady supply of concrete slabs, just the thing. You can send a concrete slab convoy from the warehouse to the harbor base. Not essential, but it should keep our reserves.
To build some bridges now, baby. Do I? Yeah, I'm a software guy. That's my day job. Went to college for it. John asks, can I join for some co-op? I'm gonna hold off on co-op for now. I might in the future though. Just because I'm still doing like tutorial stuff. I'm sure you can tell, John, I'm still pretty early on in the game. But I might do some co-op at some point on a future date as I get more into the game proper. It's 32 kilos of cocaine. There you go. There you go. That smooth, delicious road. It was so delicious. So delicious. All right, so that one's all operational. Fully operational Death Star. So next base on the other side of the river. So I got to scout out that location, then we'll start playing with some more toys. It seemed like I got like another fun thing to play with, because you saw the... How do I do this? There was a way we can like access a... like a garage. So if nothing else, I could grab the mobile crane fella. I could get like a lender truck. I can get a... I think I already have one of these out. Maybe it's a different size of it. There's a transport fella. There's, I think, the sand guy again. I think I already have these out, don't I? Maybe it's like you can get multiple versions of them or something. The transport guy. So there we go. Excuse me. An IT homie. Well, I'm a software guy. I don't usually call myself an IT person necessarily, because like there's plenty of IT shit I don't know about. I don't know a fuck about Linux. You know, like system admin stuff. I'm woefully. Excuse me. I'm woefully unknown upon. Like you know, never worked with Vim. I've never like. There's a lot of like hardware and system admin stuff I've never messed with. But software, yeah, I'm okay with software. I'm not like amazing. I'm a very average developer, honestly. I've worked with developers that are awesome. I've worked with some that are, you know, maybe they that don't work with me anymore, that have since gone on to other into other kinds of things, other lines of work, that is. But yeah, in the grand scheme of things, I think I'm pretty average, honestly. Yeah, so that's I was like, oh, do I get a new vehicle? Although it's just a, I don't know. Is that a prison transport vehicle? Are those bars on the door? Are we the baddies? Are we the baddies? Yeah, but I moved the thing out of the way, so he's good. Meerkat wants a supply of concrete slabs. Is that like to the tune of "Bring me pictures of Spider-Man"? Convoy with concrete to the harbor base. Hey, concrete slabs. Meerkat, are you the guy who wants this convoy? Let's do that one first. Convoy with concrete to the harbor base. So, how much do they need? Concrete slabs from the warehouse. Create some reserves. Let's ensure they get the goods. Alright, so let's go to the route first and foremost. Where are we going? Where are we dropping? It is... Oh, it's real far away. This bridge is doable, but it's real far away. I'm tracking it, right? Open. Okay, it is tracking, yeah. So gotta go there first. I'm assuming. Move forward. Send a convoy with concrete slabs from the warehouse, right? And I'm assuming the warehouse will have some vehicles for me to use, right? I sure hope so. If they don't have vehicles, then I'll be in trouble. Can I see ahead of time what they're gonna have? Convoy to the thing. Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned. And it's gotta be from the warehouse to the harbor base. The harbor base is right here. Real far away. Maybe I should go ahead and send... God, it's gonna be such a long fucking slog, but maybe I should go ahead and like preemptively send the mobile crane, because I don't know if they're gonna have a mobile crane there. You know what? They might already have it preloaded because it's a convoy. They might already have it preloaded. So let's go to the warehouse and see what's what. Oh, can I already plot the route? I thought I had to go to there first. What's this like? Remaining reward, 1 per truck. Angle 2 sharp, right. What's this like blue thingy? Like a pipeline. Oh, it's like something underneath. That's kind of cool. It's like some other kind of utility thingy. What's the name of my company? My company is... Actually, What is it? I mean, I remember what it is, but where does it say it? Surely it says it somewhere. That's me. I want them to say it. I want them to say it out loud. Say it out loud, please. Surely it says it somewhere. So I'll just tell you verbally, the name is Super Hobbies Shabby Jobbies. That's the name. Super Hobbies Shabby Jobbies. The cough is really shitty. I'm sorry, Mirka. It sounds miserable, man. It sounds very unpleasant. College degree, getting that bachelor's. Eris, there you go. There you go. You're joining us, man. One of us. Yeah, Linux. Yeah, DevOps. Yeah, so you're much more akin to like a real IT person. I'm just a software guy that every once in a while has to like get his penis dirty with IT stuff, but not in an enjoyable way. Not an enjoyable penis dirtying situation. I much prefer to stay in software land if I can help it. Legitimate businesses for laundering money. Well, we're just turning these concrete slabs into money. That's how it works. Convolute rock into the night. There we go. There we go. Quick time or quick lime. Delicious quick lime. Yeah, what kind of software? It's mostly desktop application. We're starting to do more website kinds of things, web service kinds of things, but mostly desktop applications. That's the main thing. Abandoned facility. Right, so I'm gonna start plotting, and yeah, maybe it'll just let me do it. I'll have to be careful though, and watch for roads that are looking kind of sad. And I think this is separate from this like pipeline that we're seeing here, which I don't think is built. I think it just has the skeleton for pipes to be placed, but I don't think we actually have a pipeline yet. I see this, which I assume means this is gonna be like a harder difficulty, but we shall see. I think the bridge should be fairly easy. Yeah, just as the crow flies, just there. It's that simple. Dispatch. Yes. Just fucking go for it, bro. What's the worst that could happen? They'd be like, all right, let me just go up on these rocks and go down this cliff and yeah, go across the water. It's so easy. It's so easy. We call that as the crow flies. Go up, just Skyrim over the mountain. It's so easy. It's so easy, man. It's so easy. All right, let's clear the route. Clear the route. Let's do it. Let's do it legit. Rossi says, send it. Send it. What would absolutely happen is that I don't think it would even get past the rock. I think it would get stuck right here. Because these are like not at all terrain vehicles. So it would like not even get to step one. It'd be like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what's happening. I'm scared. And I'd be scared too, honestly, so I can't say I blame him. I will need to zoom out a little bit because I want to make sure I'm not getting too silly with that bridge. Now, the nice thing is if you fuck up and like one of the vehicles flips over and catches on fire and explodes and it gets covered in piss, like I was saying last time, the nice thing is that it's not gonna like be the end of the world. You don't like lose too much really, because you can really just start again with no discernible punishment so far as I can tell. It's not like you lose points or lose resources if a truck flips over and you have to start the route over again. So it's not like, oh god, it's all riding on this and I fuck up, you know, bring shame upon my family. Nothing like that. And I think the road seems like it should be pretty okay. I haven't seen any like obvious instances of bad shit. I think we all right. I think we Gucci. Oh, okay, don't go that way. And even if we wanted to, that's not happening. That's a fucking mudslide. It's a mudslide city right there. So delete that one, delete that one. In fact, we'll just continue this way. Gradual turns. These are fairly large vehicles. There we go. Roller Coaster Tycoon Hellscape. There you go. Rossi knows I do love me some Roller Coaster Tycoon. I do love that shit. That looks like it's kind of muddy and gross. We'll give that a wide berth. We'll give it a nice berth. A nice, enjoyable berth. Ooh, that might be some scrunch. That might be some scrunch. We could just send it. We could just send it and hope for the best. That might be some scrunch there. This also might get a little bit dicey. We could probably go around. Let's just send it and see how it goes. We'll send it, see how it goes. But yeah, that might get a little bit rough and tumble. Ooh, that might be a actual problem. We could just try it. We could just try it. What's the worst that can happen? I was just saying there's no punishment for things going awry, so if it all turns to piss, then well, hope we have a nice toilet. If it all turns to piss, then we'll wash our hands afterwards. Not sure if this is gonna work. Yeah, it's just a little bit unsure. I could probably use the big guy with the scoop to like shovel that shit out of the way. And honestly, it's probably what I should do. But otherwise, it's so easy. So easy. We'll go kind of more that way. Our longest and most complex route yet. Actually, a little bit further. Oh, actually, that one's a little bit wider. Keep going straight. Now, this will be crossing paths with this route, but I think that route is almost done with their vehicles. What was that noise? Or like a boom. Oh, okay. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're not done with shit. In that case, I'll be a good boy. I'll at least not have too much overlap. We're going here. Oh, fuck. Oh. Actually, that's easier. That's easier, so we'll do that instead. What's all this fucking gobbledygook here? Bunch of mess. Not sure this is gonna work. Not sure this is gonna... There's a couple points I was not so confident about, so I might go ahead and, like, preemptively start working on... I might, like, scout out what this looks like. It might not be that deep. It probably is that deep. And I don't know even if sand will work there, because that seems pretty not good. Obviously, there's no going around this way, because the mudslides, like, ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way that's gonna be working. So, that's probably no dice. But he's still going. He's still going. The only other option would be, yeah, some kind of bridge building operation, like further up. But I don't think we have, like, there will eventually be a way to build a bridge here, but I think more to the point, they wanted to build this bridge first as like a tutorial to connect us to the other parts of the map we've not even seen yet. Haven't even been there yet. Now that's a route with some chest hair. You know, I do love me some Futurama quotes, Aaron. Originally there was software and IT, but there was kind of one general... I think you're probably right, Eris. I mean, there's a computer science as a study has been around for a while. Computer science, in a strange way, you know, predates computers, if that makes any sense. But I know what you mean, though. Like, generally speaking, like, someone going at... Especially for, like, trades degrees... Like at a trade school, for sure, yeah, there's like... Yeah, there's definitely more specialization now, for sure. South American quality road work, we just call it improvising. We call it improvising. We just full send it. Let's send it, and let's watch this first guy. I want to watch this first guy. I wish I could fast forward to, like, the good shit. I want to fast forward to, like, the spicy shit. Oh, we already fucking... We're two-wheeling something, apparently. Yeah, the rocks are one thing. Canada, Alaska. So that'd be more snow... I think that'd be more snow runners. I think it's what the snow runners games are all about. It's not Uncharted. We just don't have a chart. We had the chart. Oh, no, that's the Futurama quote. Right. You lost the chart. I don't really know how to build a computer if there weren't computer scientists. Yeah, the first programmable device ever invented was the abacus. And there's like a certain subcategory of computer scientists out there that, you know, they're like studies and their, you know, the papers they write, that kind of shit, doesn't even like get into like software development. It's all like the kind of the mathematics side of computer science, you know, like kind of the discrete mathematics and that kind of frame of it. So yeah, computer science without a computer is not an overly common thing, but it is out there. You don't need computer science to make a computer. You need a computer mommy and a computer daddy, and maybe some computer Viagra, if, you know, computer daddy has been having some hard times. Universities, oh, they do, really. I've never seen a software development degree in like just a regular university. Although I guess really the only university I know is the one I went to. So maybe other places do it differently. Because yeah, what I've seen was computer science and then computer management systems. And usually computer management systems is less like software and, well, I mean software, but less like coding and development and more the kind of computer thing you would take leading into getting like a BMA. So the big rocks are concerning. Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with the big rocks. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and we knew this was coming. We knew this was coming. They're gonna yell at us and say, it's stuck. It's all fucking dead. Oh fuck, we're dead. We're screwed. Let's bring this guy around to do the goods. Let's go to marching mode. Have him save the day. Now, it might take us a while to get there. We'll have to clear a number of things. Now, that's, of course, assuming I can get there. We might have to, like, plant some, like, smooth out some roads in order to even reach that point. Cold hot dogs. But you got cheese. Okay, you got some cheese, though, at least. Just tiny little rocks that are being a little silly. Ooh, I'm going too fast. Oh, fuck. The math is hardcore. It can be. I mean, to be honest, I liked a lot of that math. The discrete mathematics stuff in, like, linear algebra. Linear algebra I had a hard time with. Linear algebra was advertised to me as being an easier computer science math course. I think that was one of the hardest courses I ever took, so I had a hard time with linear algebra. And I liked a lot of discrete mathematics. Getting into, like... Oh, here's this guy. He's probably gonna honk at me. I'm walking here. No, so I liked a lot of that stuff, but some of it, yeah, for sure can be very hardcore and can be like, it's like weird math. That's the problem. Like, you know, you do algebra, you do pre-calc, or even calculus. That's like normal math, and then you do like the discrete math, the computer science required math, and yeah, it's like it's not really math. It kind of is, but it kind of isn't. You have to use a similar part of your brain, but it's not like, not really math the way we know it. So it's kind of an odd one. Definitely an odd one. Math is why you couldn't hack it in software engineering. I mean, the thing is, you don't really need too much of it usually, but like, that's the tricky thing. Like, just the little bits you do have to use. It's kind of math adjacent. I'm gonna see if I can just go around the shit. Also, that was a Gertoffy raid. Gertoffy, you're a goddamn sweetheart. Thank you, my mans. Thank you, my dudes. I'm gonna see if I can clear this shit. This might be like too much for this little dinky guy to clear, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to clear it with my dinky guy. So we'll do sand flattening, sure. Can I clear this shit? It might be too big. It too big. It's too dinky. It's too dinky. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's too. I got two little dinks. The tree is all sad too. It's like, this road would be great. Well, we'll just hope to the high heavens that the transport trucks are able to deal with this one. Now, we're not actually flattening any sand, obviously. But I can break some shit. We're playing some Roadcraft, dude. Playing some Roadcraft, having a good old time. Oh, wait, hold on. What was that? Destruction mode. Oh, asphalt destruction. Yeah, if you're, like, tearing shit up. Now, I'm not tearing anything up. Let's go back into marching mode. No, I think the transport trucks will be able to deal with this probably. Maybe. Perhaps. Hopefully. Talk about a hard drive, says Whale. Industrial design, logistics flows, and plan. That makes sense. That makes sense. Different from a systems engineer, industrial engineer. Yeah. That's the other thing, too. Computer science is like sort of math and it's sort of engineering, but it is neither. So I cannot claim that I'm a mathematics guy and I cannot claim I'm an engineer. It's like, yeah, I'm a software engineer, but it's not like, I'm not like a real engineer. So we're like computer science majors. We're like a weird, like bastardized halves, like redheaded stepchild. Like we're kind of fucked up. We're kind of weird. Yeah, this water is going to be a problem. I don't even know if sand is going to work. We could try to, like, just off-road that shit and full send it. We shall see, though. Gratoffy, thank you for the raid, buddy, and I fell behind in chat. Thank you for the raid, and as always, you know the rules. Whenever somebody raids us, I always like to ask if there's any fun clips to share. Tear some of that shit up. I figure if this guy can get over it, he'll probably be okay. I don't know if I need to touch that tree. So this is more for like moving rocks, and I can definitely move some rocks out of the way. I can break those up at least. I can't break up the banks, but I can break up the trees and move these rocks out of the way to get them cleared out. Now these are not the rocks that blocked us. I think those are up ahead. That is what we are working on. There we go. Just get it off the road. Call the other driver a schmuck, and there we go. That's what's up. Aris says, well, Alex, saying you had a hard time with linear algebra fills me with dread because I'm in linear algebra right now. That's the thing, because some people said linear algebra was like their easiest math course. For me, it was by far the hardest. It was, full disclosure, that was the only course I ever failed and had to take again. And it kind of like did a bit of a hit on my confidence, you know, like that's a hard thing to deal with, is being like, oh, I've got a fucking F. Oh shit. So had to take it again. But then we got it, you know, we're all set. But yeah, that was a tough course for sure. But I did calculus 1 and 2, and it wasn't easy, but it was not as challenging for me, at least, as linear algebra. But yeah, discrete math I did mostly like. There was a couple sections that I thought were pretty rough. The proof by induction shit was... No, I don't think any of us ever really truly wrapped our head around. I think the professor tried his best, but yeah, that was one that my brain got too fuzzy for that one. Brain got a little bit extra fuzzy, and not the good kind of fuzzy. Let's move these big old rocks out of the way. Neo Serious says some Bomberman 64. Bomberman 64 is my favorite game. I got the Bomber Friends on the microphone. Ready to roll at a moment's notice. So yeah, Bomberman 64. I love a lot of games, and it is not the best game on the N64, but it is my favorite video game ever. So I have deep nostalgia for that game. And thank you, Gratz, for that raid. You were playing some Mario Kart. Yo, you got that Switch too, baby? Hell yeah, man. I haven't picked up a Switch yet. Gratz, you can stop me if you've heard me like talk about it a bunch ad nauseum. But Gracie, my wife, and I, along with some friends of ours, are going to Japan in less than a month, in like 27 days, I think. So it's coming up soon, and we also just completed a fairly extensive renovation of our kitchen. So I've kind of been in not spending money mode for like 6 months. So I've held off for the time being. I'll probably pick one up eventually, though. And when I do, I'll make sure to add you to that shit, unless it uses the same friends list, at which point I'll continue to stalk you in the way that I know best. So you're liking linear algebra so far? Yeah, it's very different for everybody. Some people love it, some people struggle with it, and I struggled for sure. And honestly, the problem that I had with linear algebra was not even like understanding the concepts. It was just the tests were hard because it was like 80% true and false. So like, you know, depending on how the questions are written, they can really fuck you up. At least that's how it was for me. So yeah, maybe it's different for, you know, other people that take the course. Maybe some professors or teachers instructed differently. But yeah, for me, it was a real challenge for sure. Back into marching mode so I can swing back around here. We're tearing up that ass. That's right. This is the male fantasy. That's right. Yes, men only want one thing, and it's disgusting. this. It's this. It's like doing, like, saving the day with big fun machinery. I think that really was the only thing. I'm gonna go ahead and send the route again. Yeah, right there is where the guy got stuck. So we'll make sure it's all twerking. I'll say send it again. We're gonna dispatch the vehicles, and we're gonna try ahead of time. Hello? Where's the vehicles? Is he already there? Oh, he's already. Oh, okay. They just pick up where they left off. I thought they had to start from the start, or from the beginning. Okay. Let's see how he does. Let's see how he does with my expert routing and planning techniques. But thank you, Gritoffy, for that raid. If you have any clips to share, I'd love to see him. I would love to see him. Oh, that's not good. That's a slight issue. No shot he's gonna make it. No, he does not make it. We have to figure something out. I don't know if the sand is gonna work, but I'll try the sand. I'll try the sand. Or go around. Ugh, I think those rocks are too big. I'll see, but I think those rocks are too big for this guy, but I'll see. Beep, beep. I think it's this way. It is this way, right? Yeah, it is. Caught up on chat, by the way. I fell way behind in chat. I'm having too much fun playing the video game. It is a fun game. Roadcraft, not my kind of game usually, but it is strangely satisfying. I've never played SnowRunner, never played Mudrunner, Spin Tires, Expeditions, never played any of those. It is the same developer, Saber Interactive, also same developer as Space Marines 2, Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, where you play as a giant metal monstrosity killing shit, and this game where you play as giant metal monstrosities building shit. Totally different. Totally different. Yeah, discrete math, you get encryption, you get the proofs. I didn't mind the encryption stuff, but the proof stuff, yeah, proof by induction was my bane for sure. Some other friends played it. Yeah, it is very fun. It is very fun. Just fill the ditch with sand, ruin the ecosystem. I don't know if sand would work to fill like a puddle like that, but I mean, I'll try it. I'll try it, man. Civil engineers are the heroes of our world. You're not wrong. They fucking make it work, man. Yeah, physics, chemistry. Yeah, I had to do some lab sciences for my computer science degree, but not much, honestly. But yeah, calculus, and yeah, went for the more business side of things, which is still legit. I would not do well in marketing, so it's like just a different kind of brain, different brain juice for different disciplines. There we go. Yeah, Eris knows about the proof by induction shit. That's right. It does use the same forensics. So when I get that switch to, I'll already be all up inside that ass. And by that ass, I mean, the friend list. Yeah, but yeah, Bomberman 64 is my favorite. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. The big, like, plot twist when you get all the gold cards. Oh, some good shit, man. Some good shit. Yeah. Is it the best game ever? No. Is it a great game? Probably not, but it's a good game, yes. And I love the music, I love the vibe, I love the aesthetic, I love the challenging puzzles. That game, like, it's all nostalgia, man. That's why I like it so much. I'm gonna personally demand that Shigeru Miyamoto hand deliver a Switch 2 to me in person. That's right, Ross. You got my ass. You got my ass, man. Went back to college. There you go. Yeah. But felt that ego hit. Yeah. It was. Yeah. The thing about me failing that one class. Yeah. It was an ego hit for sure. Yeah. That was one where it's like, yeah. The feelings were big for sure. But like, it was a lesson to learn. It was absolutely a lesson learned, and like, and part of it was my own damn fault. I had tried to do too much that semester. I was working too many jobs and like side gigs. I was trying to like, it was supposed to be my last semester, so I took just the last course as a summer class to finish up that on the summer semester instead. I was like trying to do too much all at once, and lessons were learned about, you know, what my limit is and how not to go too far beyond it. So just how it goes, unfortunately. Tearing up that ass, fault. That's right. It's no one else's fault of mine, I would say. Yeah, the actual linear algebra. Oh, right. Oh, yeah. I remember that shit, man. I remember that shit. Trying to avoid the terror. Yeah, this extremely elaborate. Oh, you mean getting the Switch 2 in Japan? That'd be very funny. I'm assuming it's somewhat region locked, so if I bought a Switch 2 in Japan, it probably wouldn't do me a whole lot of good. But I guess what better way to like force myself to really learn Japanese? That would really fucking do it, man. Need for Speed Heat. What's up, Shock Value? Need for Speed. Is that a new one? A new Need for Speed game? Renting Bomberman 64. I think it's how a lot of people were back in the day. I think they rented that game, and some of us, of course, bought it. I know I rented it a few times before I bought it. And now I'm all caught up. Mostly. Augusta says, hey, it's already boring enough, man. This is a game I will readily acknowledge is a fucking snooze fest for a lot of people. Like, I'm playing it, I'm streaming it, I guess, for the most selfish of reasons. Well, there's also selflessness, because I want the dare drop giveaways for viewers, that kind of thing. But there is a selfish point that says, I just want to play it. So yeah, it is... This game would put some people to sleep, no question. This is not a game I would expect everybody to be down for. So yeah, but there's never an expectation where it's like, why are people watching me play this extremely esoteric game that only I want to play and other people might not necessarily want to watch? Like, no, I totally get it. We can maybe off-road that shit. Should I try to off-road it around the puddle? Let's try to off-road it around the puddle. What's the worst that could happen, right? I'll fuck that tree. Okay, maybe I won't fuck the tree, but... It'll be a bumpy ride. Let's send it. So, look at the route. I'm gonna say delete. And delete. So instead, we'll say edit. We'll say that. And I say... Oh, there we go. We'll say... In fact, I'll move you here. And then there. And then there. And then there. This has to work, right? How could this possibly go poorly? For old Super Hobbit. Dispatch the vehicle. But first I gotta get this fella out of the way. Because otherwise the guy will honk at me. He will pee-pee poo-poo all over me if I'm not careful. I'm trying to be helpful and clear a route for you, bro. Here he comes. Oh, Lord, he's coming. Oh, I think I gotta keep moving. He's coming in hot. Should I follow behind him? I'll follow behind him, see if I can stalk him as he gets to his destination. But that's looking pretty good. We're not out of the woods yet, though. We have some more questionable off-roading shenanigans ahead. It might not be region locked. I couldn't remember if the Switch 1 was. If the Switch 1 was, I assume the second one would be as well. But the first one might not have been, honestly. Need for Speed Heat. Oh, okay, just diving back into an old one. Oh my god, I'm too slow. I'm too fucking slow, bro. I just want to spectate. Spectate, please. Please, I beg you. He's doing it. He's fucking doing it. Augusta says, now remember, Alex, there's always Kenshi. Yeah. Back in the day, I remember Need for Speed Hot Pursuit with Viva for the Flava. And, that one Kicks on the distance. Going the distance. So he was 2019. Not that old. But I don't want to fix the road. If I can go around the problem. I'm just not sure if the sand thing would fix it is the problem. I'm not sure. Like, I legitimately don't know. I'm not enough of an engineer to know if you have a puddle of water, is just dumping an impossible amount of sand on it going to be like a reliable solution? I legitimately don't know. Or would it just like, I guess if you had enough of it, maybe. Just keep pouring sand. Just pour more sand on the problem, Alex. The BMW for Need for Speed. Oh, Need for Speed Most Wanted. I guess that was kind of probably a continuation of the idea of Hot Pursuit. Yeah, Arizona's about Kenshi. Oh god, oh fuck. What? Why did I give it that route? That's so fucking weird. What the hell? I didn't give it that route. What were you doing, baby girl? Why were you fucking driving like an idiot? I'm over here like, yeah, just go straight. He's like, fuck yeah, woo! All right, so we got that. We got it knocked out. They'll continue to send more stuff from that point. That, of course, was an optional objective. We fucking got that shit. That was slightly harder. Slightly harder. Can she speak? There you go. There you go, baby. Hot action cop. That's basically what Hot Pursuit was. It's being creative. That's what I tell myself. We know about those loopholes. We know about the poop hole loophole. We know about soaking and jump pumping. We know about road crafting. It is a banger. It honestly is. I remember the Burger King games. I never played any of them, but I remember seeing the commercials. They looked very uncanny valley. They looked very creative. They looked very unique. No side objectives. So let's head up to the actual location. Let's scout it out and then determine what comes next. This guy I should move because he is in the way. I'll just bring him back. Let's bring him back because we're probably going to want him for later. And I remember seeing the commercials. They looked wild. I never played them. I didn't get an Xbox until like at least a few years after. And I inherited a family member's used Xbox after the 360 came out, so. I got a number of the hits, but I never played some of the weird shit. And that was some weird shit for sure. Oop. That's what I get for reading. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Can I gamer that shit? I know what to do. Engine not running. Oh, engine not running. Come on, bro. It's dead. It's dead. It's actually okay because this saves me time in a fucked up way because this is where I wanted it to go. So, speed run. Speed threats. That's where I want him to be anyway. It all worked out. Here, I'll leave him right there. I'm reading chat and I come back and he's just fucking looking like a beach whale over here. Rogue Mr. Trucker. That's right. That's right. If you can't truck it, you might as well fuck it. That's what they say. Where's my scout fella? My old trusty scout fella. There he is. Whoops. Bring this bad boy back around and go to the next objective. Take a look at what the true next task is going to entail. There was the cart game. Yeah, there was the cart one. There was the sneaking one. Sneak King. Yeah, Sneak King. Aaron's thinking he might have one. I'm gonna stay out of this guy's way because if I don't, he's gonna honk his horn at me and make me cry. And shit and come a little bit as well. Yeah, they are a little bit uncanny, but Sneak King was fun. Well, presumably we probably waved or flashed our penises at each other. You know, the normal kind of thing. Big bumpin'. The bike racer. Okay. Yeah, save it. Yeah, I was so excited. But then the engine shut off. I was like, come on, man. I'm good for it, bro. I promise. Walked him into the ground. Poor guy had just passed the fuck out. He was like, I'm fucking done, bro. Build a bridge. The bridges tab. Oh, there's a tab for such things. We're getting learnt. Stay in the road and T-pose and assert dominance. There you go. Show no mercy with my Fard F550. F250. 3,000 copies of Sneak King. That's like the fucking Jerry Maguire Everything is Terrible installation where they had Everything is Terrible, the shitpost site, set up a store in like Manhattan that exclusively sold VHS and DVD copies of Jerry Maguire. Like 10,000 copies of Jerry Maguire. That's it. That's the whole deal. Or the Space Jam guy. Who could forget the Space Jam guy? That's right. Good lord. Good lord. Some weirdos out there, but I kind of love it. I respect the dedication. He's absolutely monopolizing that market very confidently. Very impressive stuff. Lost my copy, says Gratz. Well, that is upsetting. Well, that means if you're ever reunited with it, you know what needs to be streamed? Bratz, of course, unfortunately, he took a tumble a few weeks ago, and I know you said your arm is no longer in a sling, but he's in recovery mode from having something with his arm. I think it was with his wrist that had a mild fracture. So maybe the first game you could play to celebrate a fully functioning wrist and arm again could be a reunited Sneak King experience. That, of course, followed up by a small 14-hour Zelda marathon stream, Zelda randomizer stream with Jet Dive and myself, obviously. Just a small little 16-hour stream. All right, so we only have so much of the juice, but hopefully we have enough slabs to make it happen. I mean, they already have the start for us. Flat ends, inline. Certain endpoints. Oh, is he gonna honk? Not gonna honk. Okay. Limited maximum length and cost resources. Makes sense. I think the flat ends makes the most sense. Can I rotate? Can I rotate? Because it has like the little... Yeah, like it turns green. I don't like that. I don't like that. Yeah, max angle. I think you want to start like that. There we go. Maybe I need to start with the incline. Start and end points. Oh. Well, never mind. I want to make sure it lines up a little better. Maybe I don't have to, so I'll say that's an endpoint. Oh. Is that good? It looks pretty lined up. To build a bridge, deliver the required resources. Okay. Also cancel the plan. At either end. Right. Refund the resource. I need 7 of those puppies. I think we have 10 of them lined up, so I think we're all good. I think that looks pretty good. Looks pretty on point. If we can, like... I would assume a used copy of Sneak King probably wouldn't be too much, except for the one guy that has like 1,000 copies. Maybe they're, again, monopolizing the market here. Azuric Rise of Parinthia. I don't actually think I recognize that one. Shitty, goofy marketing. I mean, that was kind of the golden age of like licensed tie-ins for games, that kind of shit. So it was kind of a special time. Unfortunately, it looks like I can't utilize any of these machiny boys, but I can go back to the garage and get me some other fun toys. So how's about this? I'm going to guy out of the way. Park this right over here on the grass. Actually, even more out of the way because I might need those concrete slabs. I'll just move this guy a little bit further down, and I'll just get the mobile crane, Ichabod crane. Get the mobile crane out here. I think that'll do it for us. But yeah, the licensed tie-in games and just the weird like scrungy shit that obviously was a relatively low budget project, but still turned out some, we'll say, memorable things, some memorable products. It's got to be this guy. Not for sale. Yeah, we're just borrowing it. We're borrowing it. Deploy it now. This is the mobile crane. We're going to use it to lift that shit up. Because, yeah, we already have concrete slabs at our disposal, like in our stores. But I think the idea here is we still have to use some kind of thing, whether it be this crane or some other kind of machinery to actually load it up. I think that's the idea. Yeah, I was thinking not too long ago about like tie-in, movie tie-in and TV show tie-in, like slop games handed off to developers that, you know, just fur out something quick and dirty that is not any good, but it just has to coincide with the release of a big movie. So it has a movie tie-in just to generate some added revenue and kind of work as a commercial for the game, basically. An advertisement for the game. Of course, there were some great movie tie-ins and licensed tie-in games like GoldenEye, obviously, and the Lord of the Rings games, those were great, but a lot of them were forgettable garbage. 1 vs. 100? I think I know what that is. Is that another one? Another kind of licensed experience? Pepsi Man, yeah, Pepsi Man's another delightful and unusual and unexpected tie-in experience for sure. Zurich Rise of Parenthia. It says it's hard to emulate. It says it's really good. I don't think I've heard of it, but it sounds kind of sick. I do love me some weird shit. I do love me some weird shit. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah, we got plenty. We got plenty of these guys. In fact, if I do my job well, I might be able to just like get all this without having to really move the vehicle too much beyond here. So I'll put the brake on and then slap the anchors down. We're committed now, baby. Xbox exclusive. Trying to compete with Zelda? Man, I gotta check that shit out. It sounds like something I'd be all about. We got Jet. He says, I'm here now. What the heck? And now we got a tank. It's more of a mobile crane, but yes. Spider-Man. Yeah, the Spider-Man games. Yeah, the Spider-Man games for sure. Although I never played the movie tie-in games specifically. Want to get some Pepsi Man? Yeah, if we could find a used copy of Pepsi Man, Aaron, that'd be fantastic. 1 versus 100. You could win actual prize. Damn, that sounds sick. So it's hard to emulate. Yeah. If Arctic were here, he could tell us all about some of the wild shit that makes Xbox emulation like extremely hard. And not the good kind. Not the good kind of hard. Like Xbox emulation just as a whole apparently is like extraordinarily difficult from, you know, from technical perspectives and other perspectives. Down. Nope. And then raise that shit up. This is why we got the crane or the anchors down. And then move it around. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. All right, I have to. You can't move the camera while you're moving the crane. So I will do it that way. Shit. I was hoping it would extend more. I think that's as far as it's gonna extend. Yeah, it's not gonna extend anymore. I can raise it up. It is as extended as it can be. I'm gonna do a not OSHA approved gamer move here. Oh, no, not that. I'm gonna move it. I'm just gonna rest it on the on the cabin head there. I'm gonna disengage the anchors and we're gonna drive forward a little bit. And then I'm gonna put the parking brake on and put the anchors back down. And I'm just gonna blonk it right here. And not drop in the water if I can help it. There we go. And then it just slurps them on down from there. So we'll have to like do some maneuvering. I was hoping I could do all this without moving the vehicle at all, but we'll do a little bit of maneuverings. A little bit of maneuverings. Yeah, from what I understand, Xbox emulation has only kind of started to become more viable. There's a handful of like fairly high-profile Xbox original emulation projects that have only started to like really start to crack some of like what makes Xbox emulation so difficult and like solve some of those problems. It still has a way to go, but my understanding is that it's getting better. But it's still a thing. It is still absolutely a thing. Let's actually raise up a little bit more. The ET, oh, the ET video game, that was the NES one, right? Or no, Atari. Atari, yeah, that was one of the OG special cases of a licensed tie-in game that had a, you know, an advertising budget, and I guess people were excited for it. And then it came out, they were like, oh, this is the worst game of all time. So the route infrastructure has delivered all that we wanted. Makes me happy. Is original Xbox or PS3 emulation harder? I think by an enormous margin it's Xbox original. Because there are a number of PS3 emulators that work really well. I've used one of them, and it works great. It's really, really good. So PS3 versus Xbox, it's kind of no question. I think PS2 versus original Xbox, also no question. Xbox 360, I think, is easier to emulate. I think Xbox 360 is easier. Yeah, original Xbox is like the fact that it's taken, you know, hobbyists, you know, so as long as they have. I'm gonna rotate actually. To like start to crack some of those eggs is indicative of, yeah, just how complicated it is. Nope. Need 4 more. It's one of the few that just cannot be emulated for the time being. But I think I know why Aaron is asking, though, because PS3 was infamously quite different architecture-wise than PS2. And it's part of why, like, you remember the whole meme of, like, PS3 has no games? It's because the PS2 was a lot harder to develop for in, like, the earlier years of the console's life cycle. I think kind of near the end of the development life, or not near the end, but like near the middle of the PS3's life cycle, a lot of the game developers that were making games for the console started to get more comfortable with it, but it was, architecturally speaking, a lot different than the PS2. So it would honestly stand a reason for that to be a hard one to emulate, but if it was hard, the hobbyists that make these things have figured it out quite a while ago, which is good. Which is very good. Yeah, exactly. The cell arcade, exactly. You know exactly what's up. Yeah, now Xbox games can just be ported to PC. Yeah, nowadays it's way nicer, which is kind of ideally how it should have been from the get-go, but you know how these things go. Can I reach that one from here? I don't think we need to. I'm gonna grab these other fellows instead. This would be an easier grab. Go back around a little bit more and yoink. Up. We're swiveling back around. Sonic Unleashed port. Oh, that sounds cool. Like actually being pretty good on Windows. That would be. That might be. Oops. That might be akin to my interests. Gotta be able. Let's move the camera so I can see what the fuck I'm doing. I'm sure if I just dropped it, it would work. But it's like I want to be a good boy and like make it pretend like I'm doing this like a proper professional would. 2 more. Metal Gear Solid 4 was another one. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 4, right, yeah. Which is a shame, because like Aaron said, it's a well-regarded game. Is that one of the games that's going to be in the Steam collections, though? Because I know there is a Metal Gear Solid collection that's going to be happening on Steam and Good Old Games. I don't know if it includes 4, and if it doesn't yet, it maybe will eventually, but... Yeah, I wonder if we would maybe potentially get a proper PC port without having to, like, suffer with emulation or just buying a used PS3. Now, I do have a PS3 is the thing. That's how I streamed Metal Gear Solid 1 like 5 or 6 years ago. So, and I think I even do have a copy of Metal Gear Solid 4, but I want to play 2 first. Like, there's all these other games I want to play. And I keep getting distracted by other fun games that keep coming out that you know, get higher up on the priority list. Because I have no impulse control, and I want to play Shiny. I want to play new Shiny. Fusion Frenzy? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Fusion Frenzy. I guess it was the demo. Yeah, the demo for Fusion Frenzy. Kojima's special engine, yeah. The special man. PS2 games. Yeah, a lot of those have been ported or, like, you know, reimagined in the case of, like, the Spyro collection and the Crash Bandicoot collection, so... Yeah, a lot of the like, the really popular and well-beloved games have had some kind of... Oh, whoops. Have had some kind of either port or, like, in some cases, like, straight-up remake. Well, I can't grab that one. Oh, because I have the wrong one targeted. There we go. Grab that one. Camera. Keep going. Keep going. Raise it up, big dog. Raise it up, big daddy. But yeah, the problem, of course, is some of the lesser-known games, some of the more obscure ones, like Ape Escape is a good example. I don't think there's been really much of an Ape Escape collection. Maybe there has, but I don't know of any Ape Escape collections. And that would be nice to see. And obviously, there's like the lesser-known ones that, you know, the freaks of those of us freaks, and I count myself among them. You know, people who are like, oh, what about this extremely obscure game that 12 people play? Like, you know, those are exciting. And there's the bridge! There we go. It's that simple. It's that simple. That's how it works in real life. You just, you know, place some stuff in a pile and then boop, 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 boop. It just gets auto-created in front of you. It's like magic. I'm gonna move this thing out of the way and we're gonna see what awaits us. I'm going to send the scouting vehicle over to it. The truck. The scout truck. Easter egg in Wasteland 2. Oh, whoops, I had the handbrake on, apparently. If I had the handbrake on, why was it... why was I able to move? Let's kind of park this on the side here. Oh, and by park, I mean just run into the bush. Let's park right just out of the way. And then switch to this guy. Boop. And I'm gonna wait for this guy to move so he doesn't honk at me and make me sad. You don't think it's gonna get ported to Metal Gear Solid 4? It'd be cool. You're probably not wrong though. It might eventually be considered lost media. I mean, the nice thing is that it's at least for the time being, it's not too hard to get the Legacy Collection. Excuse me, for the PS3. The Metal Gear Solid Legacy Collection that has basically the first 4 games and also like the VR mission spin-offs and that kind of stuff. But eventually, it might not be so easy to acquire. But for the time being, it's not too bad, but yeah, it might become harder and more expensive as time goes on.
Your first bridge.
My first time.
Should weather any storm. Remember.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Get some MGS4. Peace Walk would be cool too. I don't know much about that one, honestly. Was that the PSP? Was that the PSP one? Or Portable Ops, maybe? That one was not so good. Yeah, Fusion Frenzy. I played it with friends, and I liked it, but I'm a Mario Party kid, so of course I'm partial to Mario Party. I'd be curious to see how it has aged, though. I bet I'd still have fun with it. Jak and Daxter. Jak and Daxter would be cool. Like a new Jak and Daxter would be cool. That would be really nice, because it's been a while. Wait, there's an Ape Escape remake? Oh, shit, I had no idea. There's an actual tank, by the way. Unmatched mobility. New vehicle just dropped, baby. It's over there. It's a cool-ass tank. Set up our base. Guess I gotta go scout it out. Got another claw. We got a fun tanky boy. Yeah, no, I never did play Ape Escape, but it looked like a game I would really enjoy. And for some reason, I thought that there wasn't really any like remasters or like collections, like port collections. Also, RIP the really sad porta potty. Pour one out for the sad porta potty, and also the sadder person that was inside the porta potty when it flipped. The backstory behind this mission is that a hurricane has just come through, hence why everything's fucked. So, our part of our mission is to, figure out the aftermath. Really opulent palace. This is in North Africa, I think. I don't know of any North African countries that have like really impressive palaces like this, but like fucking Taj Mahal shit right here. Ape Escape might have a chance. Jet vs. Gemini. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Jet. I would love it. I would love it, but yeah. I mean, at least it had the rare replay. Is that what it was called? The rare collection? And I think it included Jet vs. Gemini in that, but not on PC, of course. The PC port for rare replay conveniently excludes several or a few games that I would love to play. That mud is pretty muddy, so we'll probably want to put some sand down there. Oh, I heard Astrobot has like a lot of cool Easter eggs and like fun tie-ins. Of course, Astrobot was Game of the Year. Famously. Yeah, fuck you, shopping cart. Famously Game of the Year on the Game Awards, and everybody was really happy about it. Is this shopping cart gonna total my goddamn car? Here, let's take this off. There we go. Don't like that. All right, we do this and this and this. God damn it! Am I gonna have to restart? I mean, there's 2 tires. Can I just go up back and just kick it? I know that towing works well with Q instead of E enabled. Now, all-wheel drive means you can just drive anywhere, right? That's how it works. All right, heck it. I'm recovering. I'm recovering. The good news is we don't have to go too far. Plonk us down right there. Try this again. The reason I ran into the shopping cart is because I wanted to move it away. I want to just kind of nudge it. I guess what I should have done was I should have attached it to with the towing cable and just dragged it away. I'll be a good boy and do it properly. Because I can crush that one. Oh wait, I think it's gone. did the game just did the game feel sorry for me? I think it felt sorry for me. the game was like, it's a mercy kill, man. Snake Ape Escape minigame, and oh that sounds fun. Yeah, the new Snake Eater remake, that sounds cool. So Peace Walker, yeah, it's a PSP one. It's a really good one. I've never even held a PSP in my hands. I've never actually gotten to play any of them, unfortunately. And it's a shame because there were some really good games for the console, but not enough people bought it, obviously, which is a shame. There's a Tomba remake. Well, I know there's a Tomba port. There's an enhanced Tomba port because I've played it. I've played the enhanced Tomba port on Steam. But I don't know of a remake. Unless that's what you're referring to. Unless that's what the enhanced port was. Same kind of thing. I'm gonna nudge these out of the way. The fallen police in a box-esque looking porta potties. Just from that angle, at least. All right, so this is the guy. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be a good boy. And oh, I can't even. All right, you know what? So if I can't winch it, I'll just like use my ass to shove it out of the way. I was gonna use the winch and everything. I was gonna be a good boy. And get out of the way so that other larger vehicles will be able to get through. That's good enough, I think. Can I winch that thing? I cannot winch it. If you can't winch it, then you might as well squinch it. Just go out and push. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is there a button to like get out and kick? A lot of times I'm like trying to press E, like Grand Theft Auto, to get out of the vehicle and like punch it or something, but it is all exclusively in vehicles. No out of vehicle on foot sequences at all. Yeah, Naughty Dog has gone very hard into serious games. Realistic games. A Perfect Dark reboot? Yes, and you can wishlist it on Steam, but I've heard nothing about it in a long fucking time, so it might be a bit before you hear more. But it's supposedly a thing eventually. Egyptian, Egyptian or Moroccan would make sense for sure. Algeria, maybe. Welcome back, Shock Value says, that's my truck. That's my horse. Xbox is making the Perfect Dark remake. Reboot. I don't know. We'll see. But that makes me a little bit unsure. Speedrun threats. So, okay, so the enhanced port was called a remake. It was an enhanced port, but yeah, if they want to call it a remake for marketing purposes, I'm not gonna be a shitter. Can I winch the porta potty? If there's somebody in it, abso-goddamn-lutely. Abso-goddamn-lutely. Beautiful Joe? We haven't had a Beautiful Joe in a game in a while. I guess that's Capcom. And of course, Capcom they're always working on stuff. Capcom, they're a busy dev. Alright, so we got a new base, which is exciting. And a nice recovery point. Very nice, very nice. You got it.
That town you just passed through is Anbala. It's the industrial heart of the region, so it's vital we get it pumping again. And that means
we're getting it pumping.
Supplies. You'll need to build a road and then plan a route between Anbala and the transit point. And there's a nearby village on the harbor that could use your help, if you have the time.
Of course I got the time, baby.
We're not required, but I think you like to help folks out. Panamar is in sore need of supplies, so you could plot a route to it from the transit point. I'm sure the folks there would appreciate it.
I do have the first Beautiful Joe game, I think on GameCube, and maybe the second one. I can't remember if I ever played the second one, but I definitely played the first one. I did like it. Get a remake or something? Would you want a remake or just a sequel, just a new one? We are getting Okami 2, which is some Capcom for sure. We got Capcom to thank for that one for sure. So there's at least that. Side mission. Bring help to Panamar. Well, a route from the transit point, which is, where's the transit point? From here to there. How hard could that be? Alex asked incredulously. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. We're tracking it now. We have several routes to actually no, we just have one new one. All the other ones are good. Oh. Oh, no, no. Oh, okay, that's the main objective. This is the side one. It's the side gig. Because we built that route previously. So we're going... Take a look. So you can tell already there's going to be some scrungy shenanigans here. We'll definitely need to do something about that. And I don't know if we can just go around because there's that guy in the way. Yeah, we actually have to do something with this. But now we have the tools, I think, to do something with this. And not just sand. When I mean tools, I don't mean just sand. Or avoid that bullshit entirely. I don't know how smooth this is. It looks kind of bumpy. We could try it. We could try it. See where it goes. See where it leads us. How far we can go with that as our dealio. Eventually a bridge would be nice. Some bumpy stuff. I don't see like giant rocks, but some stuff there for sure. These are, I'm sure, would be able to move. So that would be, I think, fairly easy. So we'll definitely want to bring a big scoop. Definitely want a big scoop out there. I think that is where my scoop is. No, that's the sand fella. That's the mobile crane. I plant the scoop. I might have... Oh, I probably brought it back. That's right. We had to respawn it back here. I wonder if I could just spawn it here instead. I was about to say if I spawned it where I am, but I'm not sure that would actually be helpful. Because we'll definitely want that scoop, no question. And I think I'd rather do that than bring the scout car around, because I don't know if that would really do us a whole lot of good. So, transit point. And I click to say, like, give me a garage. I don't think I can. So instead... Yeah, would it save us any time to spawn the scoop out here than bringing it around, or just keeping it here and just taking off from there? I think taking off from here will save us time, so we'll go here. Nope. Oh, I don't want to start plotting right now. There we go. Let us see what awaits. Adventure awaits! Beautiful Joe is... Oh, it was Platinum. Maybe it was published by Capcom. For some reason, I thought it was a Capcom game, but I can't remember. Yeah, it might not have been developed by them, though, in-house. Platinum does make some good games. Auto Modelista. I remember hearing about the game. It sounded cool. Like the name of the game sounded cool. I guess that was a one-off, wasn't it? Yeah, give me either. Yeah, give me both. Yeah, why not both? Yeah, Capcom's very much been in the Resident Evil, Street Fighter. You know, they've been playing it relatively safe. Every once in a while they'll hit us with some Mega Man. For a while it felt like they just kind of abandoned Mega Man, but at least they're doing some Mega Man kinds of things. The Legacy Collections, Mega Man 11, I think is the newest one, which I heard is quite good. So, better than nothing. A Ratchet & Clank remake. That'd be kind of cool. Not like a RTX thing, but like a real remake. I do know there's the Ratchet collection on PS3 and maybe on like the Epic Game Store. Maybe it's on Steam, but I know there are ways to play Ratchet & Clank. But yeah, like some new shit. Well, yeah, I guess same kind of thing there. Would you want like new or just like a reboot? Like a remake reboot? I mean, we could have both, but thinking like what would you prefer as the priority? So it was Clover Studios, which has been dissolved, but presumably another company still has the rights to it, probably. Which I am assuming would be Capcom. That Okami? Yeah, I get that Okami development. Sly Cooper remake? That'd be kind of cool. At least there we do have the collection on PS3 for that one, so it's like, it's... You know, a fairly modern port is nice, but a full-ass remake or a sequel, like an additional sequel, would be pretty sweet. I never did play those games, but since I never owned a PlayStation anything, I never owned any Sony consoles until I got one of my friends' as used PS3 like 10 years or so ago. And it's been my only Sony product for many years. Lego Star Wars: The Complete Remake, or The Complete Saga Remake. That one's not that old, is it? Of course, they did remake The Last of Us, and that game's definitely not very old. I know the, what was it, Skywalker Saga? I've heard that one is very good. That's a very, like, modern style Lego game, which looks incredible. Looks very, very good. Yeah, the newer ones don't count. Now, I've heard good things about the Skywalker Saga. Simpsons games, I did love, Road Rage? The one that was like a Crazy Taxi kind of rip-off. I never did play Hit and Run, which was like the open world GTA-esque game, which is a shame because apparently it's amazing. And I didn't like, I wasn't like avoiding it, I just never got around to it. It just falls over. The rumbling that I'm making just makes it fall over. So obviously we could do something there with the other tools we just got, or let's see how bad this one is. If this guy can make it, then I think the things we're transporting probably could make it. It's pretty bumpy. Pretty bumpy. We could find out though. But yeah, Road Rage I liked, but yeah, Hit and Run looked incredible, and I missed the boat by not playing it, honestly. Oh my God, Gratafi would hit us with the virtual Barts. Virtual Bart and Bart's Nightmare. Those are some deep cuts. Gratafi is our resident Simpsons expert, so leave it to the Simpsons expert to know the good shit. I think that would work. I really do think that would work. Now the question is, do I still want to do it the long way so I get experience with knowing how to fill in those kinds of gaps? Because I don't know. I think we have what is necessary now. Doesn't have the goofy cutscenes. Correct. I cook for those two games. I think Hit and Run in particular, there's like a really strangely vibrant modding and ROM hack scene that is active for Hit and Run specifically. Like it's one of those games where it was popular back in the day, and I think it's like kind of gotten like an additional cult following that has really brought some like creative goofy shit to pop off in the intervening years. So if you enjoy that game back in the day, there was like a whole rabbit hole of like weird modded and community generated content and like ROM hacks and shit to check out. Some of which are like real and like serious and add new missions, and others are shit posts. I'll just get these other guys out of the way. We probably don't have to worry quite as much about these rocks. I'm gonna nudge them. A little nudge action. The cars and other debris over here, like the abandoned vehicles, that's what I'm more concerned about. These little guys are just... they're just little guys. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and lower this again. Should I just push the porta potty into the water? Return to your home, porta potty. Hope there's no one inside there. I mean, if there was someone inside there, they wouldn't just be languishing forever, hopefully. They wouldn't just be languishing and then they would have left by now, presumably. Hopefully. If escape closed-in box, yeah, I would imagine, especially like the original ones, right? For sure, the original ones. Ooh, a little bit too hot, a little bit too hot. I wanted to pop in the water. Is that so wrong? Is that so? The masculine urge to just dump shit into the ocean. You know, normal things to dump into the ocean, like used car batteries. $60 for just one of them? Yeah, it's a brand new game, man. Get out of here, sploosh! Like the water ripples. Amazing water in this game. Water looks good in this game. Water looks great. I'm turning into that one guy on the Weverse that would always comment on how good the water looked in every game. Hope he's doing well. Hope Nintendo Water Guy is doing well. The shit that people did with Half-Life. Oh yeah, Half-Life 1 and 2. Oh my fucking god. I mean, some of it is amazing. A lot of it is shitpost memes, but you know, those games were delightfully hackable and moddable in the best of ways. The ocean is hungry. I gotta feed the electric eels with car batteries. That's right. That's what Google wanted. They said dump your dead car batteries in the ocean. It's what Google said. This was like even before AI slop. This was like 2014, 2015 Google. Being like, yeah, bro, just throw the fucking car batteries in the ocean. It'll be great. Now, granted, they, you know, once that started to make the rounds, they patched it quickly, but still, there was a small period of time where it was like, yes, it's hungry. The ocean is hungry. Tomba 2 is 100. Not even closed in box, because Tomba 2 I think was fairly niche. I mean, the first game was niche, but like that the first one I think sold decently. I don't imagine the second one sold very well. Maybe I'm wrong, but I assume it's a fairly cult kind of thing to have a physical copy of. Everything else I think should be fairly Gucci in the Gucci. No, don't you be lurking forward. What do you think this is, bro? Somebody abandoned their fucking windowless van but didn't put the e-brake on? Cringe. Closing box is 100. Disc alone is 50. Well, I mean, 50 is not great, but it's not. I mean, it could be worse. This fucking guy. I thought like parking him in front of the foliage would. It's like is the car just left in drive? You're telling me there's like a working engine in this scrunched out homeless guy van? We'll park you in front of this extremely sad building, and you will stay there, good sir, and think about what you did. You think about what you've done, sir. Fuck him up. Fuck him up. Everything else should be good. So I am kind of curious. I'm just gonna park this off to the side. But I'm curious about what it would take to like properly fill in that one guy. So what would that take? And I think we have like main objectives to tell us about this. So building roads, pour sand. Maybe I should do this first and then determine if it's proper. Like yeah. Flatten sand, and then the asphalt, right? That's where the asphalt roller comes in. Let's do this main objective first, and then we'll do the same strategy with the with that sad little gap. Alex, call him a schmuck. That'll really fuck him up. List of working vehicles. All right, so I need to get myself here. Oh, actually, hold on. We need a few things. We need a dumpy. We need a dump truck. What's this guy? This is not the asphalt roller. That's like the tank field service vehicle. Oh, this is how you like get. Oh, this is how you get vehicles back at the cost of fuel. Okay, so that's just a recovery vehicle right now. I don't want to fuck with that. So, asphalt paver, but I hardly even know her. Actually, it's got to be this. Oh, they're all over here. So, first one. Yeah, dump truck, dozer, asphalt. Yeah, so dump truck's the first one. I'm going to track this one for the time being. Or sand. So, dump truck with the sand. Where's the dumpy? In fact, it already has some sand in it, I do believe. Is that the dumpy? He does not have sand, but with the power of this one button. Make it rain! Don't mind the fact that my tires are sinking into the floor already. Gotta bring this thing all the way over yonder. There should be other sand areas around there if need be. Yeah, so it's just this one area, I think. I thought there were two areas. Okay. So, I'm gonna turn around. Just do this legit. Thankfully, the rain looks pretty, but I don't think it makes the roads, like, that much worse. I'm sure there is a difference, but I've yet to see a situation where it's like, oh god, now with the rain, this one thing is fucking impossible. I do appreciate this log road. It's better than nothing, man. Better than nothing. Yeah, this was my first road attempt without any sand at all, or without any asphalt at all. And it's enough. But for like the real shit, we'll have like the whole asphalt situation. My ass will not be at fault. Going that way. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Or sand. Oh, I was about to read the note, but I was too slow. Whoever built this bridge did a bang-up job. This bridge is immaculate. So tasty. I mean, the first couple attempts looked a little bit not great. Should I just knock the fuck out of this thing? Bam! Can I down the power line? I can sadly not down the power line. I'm as broke up about as you are. Right, so... Open road construction request. Build the road manually. Use interactions in the construction area to make it automatic. I don't think I want to do it automatically, but I don't know, maybe that'd be faster. Right, pour sand. So, oh, there we go. Yeah, select route. So if I wanted to, I could have it do it automatically. I mean, oh shit. I mean, actually, can I stop him? What if I want to do it? Yeah. Standard. Oh no, he's doing it. Oh no, I wanted to do it. How do you stop it? I don't think you can. I think once you click it, it just starts going. Yeah. Oh well. I mean, he's doing a great job, unfortunately. Cancel. Cancel. I would. Right click. I can't. Can you cancel? Right click. Left click. Right click. It says right click to cancel. I don't think you can. After like a certain point, it's doing its thing. That's disappointing. So yeah, once you click it, I don't think there's any way to stop it. It just fucking pops off. All right. Well, I mean, it did that a lot faster than I would have, obviously, because I can't fucking do shit. And I was like I was too busy puttering with the UI, trying to figure out how to cancel the task. I didn't actually see how he was doing it. The nice thing is that that road was smooth enough for him to drive over. So to that point, that was what Meerkat pointed out, where yeah, then you are driving forward and are like inclining the sand like very lightly. It's weird because I could never figure out how to get it to like the perfect angle to make the sand drop out like at a small manner. It was like I would tilt it up, like I would do baby steps, and then suddenly it would just go bleh. So I have no idea how to make it come out slow. But there we go. So I'm gonna move. Oh, that parking brake engage. Gonna move this out of the way. Shame that it said press this one button to cancel it, but I was mashing it and didn't do it, so maybe there's rules about when it can be canceled. I need to bring the dozer next, right? Flatten that shit. So let's get the dozer. That's the emergency guy. Actually, I'll just go here. Might have a second dozer available. The OG. No, we're not. So let's get this one. Oh, he's way out there. Anything else we could use? There's the asphalt guy. Can I just say, check the garage and give me a new one? Look at this guy. Ah, shit. Yeah, no, I have to bring it back around. That's fine. We just have the one. Just got to get a feel for it. That's probably true. Just got to get that right angle. It's a shame because a lot of the vehicles have do a pretty good job of giving you like presets. Like this one's a good example. There's like the marching mode, there's sand flattening, there's asphalt destruction. You can manually adjust. So it'd be nice if there was like a default mode that for the dump truck that works similarly, where it's like give me like a steady pour height preset, which would be nice, but hold it. Am I going the right way? Yes. Will take a hot minute. Shame, I thought there was a second dozer. No, it's just the same one we were seeing. It's also entirely maybe possible that maybe there is a preset and I just ignored it or haven't noticed it, or that I'm the big dumb. It's happened before. It's happened before. It'll likely happen again. Thankfully, this thing is not as slow as I thought it'd be. The problem is that it's like, of course, it's a little bit top heavy, and it's very easy to, it's deceptively easy to lose control of this thing. Like have it fishtail, maybe not fishtail, but like, and you have to, there's a lot of like overcorrecting. You're trying to go fast, but not like spin out and fall into the water or some shit. It's a fairly long path. It'd be nice if there was a way to... Oh, right, we go this way. Bonk, bonk, bonk. If there's a way to just auto-transport it. Maybe there is, short of, like, flipping it over, obviously, because flipping it over is how we auto-transported it last time. See, I guess if I flip it over and just have it reset, I guess that would save me time for speedrun strats. We did determine that this route does work. Oh, doing some OpenGL, or I guess WebGL. I had one computer graphics college, course in college, and yeah, we used OpenGL, and that was a hard course. It was a hard course, but I did manage to do some kind of cool shit in that course. So like some of the projects in that course were very involved, but some were actually like kind of cool. The professor that taught that course was infamous for being like a real hard ass, and he was probably the toughest professor I've ever had, but he was very good. But yeah, his exams were brutal. Like not every department, but a lot of departments have that one or even multiple professors that are like yeah, you'll learn a lot, but like, man, you're lucky to get a C in this person's class because they are just completely brutal. But like, you'll fucking learn though. You'll fucking learn. But halfway there, and hopefully I'm not living on a prayer. Hopefully I have some degree of confidence. Bam! Take that tree. Fallen tree branch. There's the bridge. Beautiful as it ever was. Yeah, these are the small rocks are enough to be an annoyance, but not enough to halt the progress. Halter or falter. I'm gonna not careen off the edge and go into the water like a doofus. I'll resist the urge to take this thing swimming. This part I can do manually, right? I'm gonna be a good boy. I'm gonna flatten it so good. Sand flattening. I'm gonna do it so good. They could say, hey, do you want to do the request? Nah, bro, I'm doing that shit myself. Because I'm a big boy and I can handle it. Alex said before fucking lighting it on fire somehow. Take it slow. Look at that. Look at that. What a natural. Look at that. I'm in that perfect line, man. It's all straight from here on out. Oh, baby. Keeping it slow and steady, and we're definitely winning the race. Is that good? Maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll do another pass just to be sure. Looks pretty damn flat to me. And as we all know, flat is justice. Strength of materials. Whole bunch of shit all at once, yeah. Early hominid hand axes. Interesting. OpenGL, right, because, yeah, that would be C++ for sure. I've never heard of WebGL. That's pretty cool, though. Yeah, memory management and pointers. That is my life. Memory management and pointers is my day job. Absolutely. To a lesser extent with C#, but I mean, been doing a lot of C++ lately, so it has been my absolute fucking life, all right. That second pass. The course where people cried. Oh yeah, I remember those days. Ah, yes. You still have nightmares, Meerkat? I still do. I know I still do. That's the shit that sticks with you forever. And not in a good way. I wish it didn't have to be that way. It seems like unnecessary to have that level of trauma. Had nightmares? Oh yeah. No, I understand, man. Feel you. I don't want to feel you. That's not true. Of course I want to feel him, but that's, you know, I'm married. That's good, right? Alex do good? I think Alex do good. That is assuming the game will be like, yes, we recognize you've done good. Select route. Am I okay? Well, I guess. Oh, now you can do the thing that says, yeah, cancel the road. So you have to right click only when it tells you. So, all right. So how would you do it differently than what I did? Did they just do it again? He's backing it up. In the cinematic view. I'm curious to see how he's going to do it. Alex, what about the poop hole loophole? Who could forget? I mean, yeah, I see a few spots that are a little bit lumpy. I wonder what the AI is going to do here, because it seems like it's unsure. Okay, there it goes. It's just doing more flattening. So, we'll let that smooth over any kinks. Yeah. Yeah, I'm working on this sword. I'm trying to iron out these last few kinks. Bing, bing. Harder, daddy. Ah. Bing, bing. That and also 3D rendering, yeah. I mean, it's weird, and I don't blame anybody who doesn't want to fuck manually with pointers and memory management. I don't necessarily like it. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, well, it's the superior way to program, because juggling that kind of minutia is I think for the birds, but sometimes it's necessary. So it's not that I love it; it's just sometimes a necessary evil, and sometimes it's evil. That is correct. All right, so yeah, so I think it's good. I think it's good. I'll move this guy out of the way. And next we shall acquire a new fella. A fella we've never used before. An asphalt fella. Plonk that right there. Next is going to be asphalt paver. There's probably going to be one up here. What's this guy? That guy is... Just curious what it is. Tow truck. Light equipment transporter. This is the paver. Laying down that hot asphalt. Freshly poured sand. You got it, bro. Alright. We're schmoving, baby. Not fast, but we are schmoving. New vehicle. New vehicle experience. Oh, shnikes. Well, for mobile apps, that makes sense. The name WebGL would imply, yeah, some kind of webby or mobile-y thing. Yeah, this thing would require, like, if you need to get it around heavy shit, like weird shit, you'd use that thing to transport it, because, I mean, is it treads? It is treads. but it would definitely struggle with some rougher terrain for sure. It's also a little bit on the slower side. But so am I. I'm also a little bit on the slow side. I'm not going to judge. Traveling at a hot 5 meters per second. Yeah, this is in my mind. I was like, would it save me time to load it, to find a way to load it up on that transport vehicle? Probably not. It'd probably be about the same amount of time because we're pretty close. It's just swinging through the Colombian slums. I'm gonna ask a really dumb question. Colombia, that's South America, right? Because this is North Africa. I'm pretty sure Colombia is South America. So, although it may look vaguely South American, the architecture of this very opulent-looking palace. I don't know. I mean, some folks said Moroccan. Some folks said Moroccan, and I would believe that one. Maybe Egyptian. That palace in the distance. Get a better view of it once we get to this intersection here. Now, granted, it's all been fucked with hurricane damage, but still, it's pretty good. Alright, so I'm gonna do it myself. So there's only one way to learn, and it's by getting things nice and messy and dirty. Alright, so I'm gonna kind of get a nice little load out here. They say activate. Is it going? It's going! Oh my god, it's happening! Oh, we're actually going a little bit fast. It's like, oh, we're going faster than I expect to. Doing like little chunks at a time. My first road experience. I can't wait to get to the head of this road. At which point, we will be able to confidently say that I got Roadhead on stream. And we gotta flatten that shit. And deactivate. Look at that. We just gotta flatten that shit. We are fucking Gucci. All up inside that coochie. Yeah, some more. Yeah, Moroccan would make more sense then. So once again, I'll park this guy off to the side so he's out of the way. I'm gonna get the asphalt flattener. That ass flattener. That's what they called me in college. Nobody called me that in college. I try, but it wouldn't. The nickname never stuck. Steamroller, baby. I'm a steamroll all over you. We're gonna solidify that shit. And this one is like real simple. There's no like fancy schmancy buttons. There's no like, oh hey, press the diddly bop button to make the magic happen. This is like, nope, you just drive over the thing. This is where your daily penis flattening would happen. Or this is how the daily penis flattening would happen. You got data structures, algorithms, yeah. Yeah, for sure, yeah, any sort of data structures course, you'll be getting into some... Like, I'm sure they'll tell you all about, like, linked lists. You probably already know about, like, arrays and shit like that, but... Linked lists and... hash tables and all kinds of goodies. Similar to the asphalt Leia, this one is nice and... not overly fast. Where's the speed boost button? Is there like a rainbow color arrow that I can drive over to make me go faster suddenly? Or a nitrous button? We know we were playing Maniac the other night. That had like a nitro upgrade. But that made you do like big jumps. This has some Who Framed... Yeah, you know what? I could see some Roger Rabbit shit happening with this big old thing. DSA will flatten my penis every day. Oh, the course rather. Yeah, yeah. A lot of majors have those weed out courses where it's like for people that are like kind of into or kind of interested in a field of study. You know, you can do some of like the intro classes, that kind of thing. But there usually reaches that point where like if you've got the juice, you can make it through like the harder classes and, you know, make it through the end of the curriculum. But there's usually those, we would call them weed out courses, which is to say the courses that like are how you prove your mettle. Like if it was kind of understood, if you can make it past this course, and this course, you probably have what it takes to make it through the rest of the curriculum. And yeah, we had a number of algorithms courses, but the third like big algorithms course was the one that kind of like set that stage where, yeah, if you could make it through that big one, then it was kind of generally agreed upon you probably had what it took. And it even really wasn't even that hard of a course, but it went into a lot of things that the future course was kind of built off of. Look at that. Got achievement for building your first asphalt road. Sorry, I got excited. We talk about asses, it's just how it happens. Discrete math is a weed out course. Yeah, it probably is. It probably is, yeah. Or at least it was when I was in college. You know, I graduated college in 2011, so like my knowledge and my memories are very old. Very old. I've been out of the game for a while. And obviously working in the industry, you know, obviously you're using some of those skills, but not a lot. I mean, well, it's a decent amount, but like there's plenty of things I have not had to fuck with at all since college, so there's plenty I know I've forgotten. All right, so that's how you build roads. And to be honest, I don't know if building a road is necessary here. You could dump some sand in there for sure. I mean, I guess we could try it. Let's fucking try it. Let's fucking try it. And to be honest, you might not even need to. The problem is then I gotta fucking drag all this shit up there. You know what? Let's just send it. Let's just send it, because I don't know if I want to try dragging all this shit up there. I think we were fairly confident in the route that we were trying, and I did clear this route too. So because it's getting late, I don't want to fuck with this. Like there's a right way to do it. You know, spending the time and resources to do it the right way. And then there's the quick and dirty, get it done, it'll probably be okay way. I can tell you as a software guy that works in the industry and has been working in the industry since 2011, that is too fucking real. That there is always, like, the senior developer on our team and the team leader always butting heads about the senior developer saying, we should do it, we should spend time and money and resources to do it the right way. And the team lead saying, management's not going to approve that for the budget. Let's do it the quick and dirty way. And like, it's an ongoing battle. It's an ongoing battle. This shows up in all manner of disciplines. So why not have it show up here too? Why not? Why not? So from this one to the transit point. Or wait, no, hold on. It's the Panama. So I think I'm feeling pretty confident. Let's fucking do this thing. Enough talk. Let's do this. Leroy! When it comes to Leroy Jenkins, how many of you, if anybody listening in or looking in, knew somebody who claimed to have played World of Warcraft with the Leroy Jenkins, or knew someone that knew someone who did, or that kind of thing? As you know, some friends and I were talking about Leroy Jenkins just a couple days ago, and I feel like everyone like has that one friend who was like, oh yeah, I know someone who played with him. The problem is, like, how do you verify who was the real Leroy Jenkins? So I don't know. It's like that's one where it's like, back in those early days, plenty of people could claim to be the real guy, especially if he'd never talked on voice comms. You just typed or talked through a text chat. There was no way to know. Nobody knows. But yeah, you've still seen it though, Eris. You've still seen it. Yep, you knew it too well. Yeah, Will does not know of any individuals. Yeah, I had a friend in high school who claimed to have gamed once or twice with the real Leroy Jenkins, specifically World of Warcraft. But I don't know, man. Ever the skeptic. Maybe we'll go around. That looks a little bit scrungy. A little bit scrungy. A little bit of scrunge. So yeah, that was peak 2000. What do you think? 2004 internet shit right there, and it was everywhere. and it was like, you know, early meme culture, so we, you know, there was these things that felt ever present, but yeah, didn't always have a... Actually, can I just add another route? Yeah, there we go. Didn't always have the best of ways to verify their authenticity in certain instances. Dispatch it. Let's see how it goes. Real WoW friends or WoW players don't even have friends, Alex. Damn, Eris out here going for the jugular. I like it. I like the spice. So this guy can handle it. I'm kind of surprised they're sending this guy. I guess it has like some materials, maybe some personnel. I'm worried about the big vehicles. In fact, I'm gonna watch the big boy, who's already fucking struggling. Oh, there's a fucking, yeah, there's a little fucking penis there on the road. Which, I mean, I don't really have anything nearby that could very easily reach it, but it's fucking there. Yeah, I'm more worried about the big man. Big man on campus. Can big man on campus handle it? Especially the wobbly part that is... Oh, shit! Actually, this guy's already struggling. Bump! Man, I'm surprised he's struggling of all things. Big man is like, this is easy. This shit don't mean nothing to me, man. This shit don't mean nothing to me, man. Oh, I think big man's stuck. Big man is stuck. Yeah. Oh, he is stuck. He is stuck. All right. So yeah, we will have to deal with this. Well, like fucking sand it is then, man. Fucking goddamn sand it is. So I will delete that one, that one, that one. Boop, 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 boop. And we'll do it this way. Of course, I will have to deal with that minor issue. I'm legit surprised that the little guy struggled. It made sense the big guy would struggle. When I saw, like, the depth of, like, the tires digging in like that, it's like, yeah. I'm not terribly surprised. It was a send it and hope for the best kind of sitch. All right, time to bring the sand back around. That's going to be a bit of an ordeal. And like I said, it's getting pretty late, so I don't want to let this go too much longer, but... Sand guy. Actually, it's not that far. It's not that far. Sand guy is... Where's Sandman? Put a little sand under my pillow for the Sandman. Oh. So we got some sandies. I think we just need the one blob of sand anyway. Like my cool new road that I just made. It's pretty cool. Also... Where exactly am I going? Yeah, we're going over the road that I made. Going up and around. Yeah, and we'll know when we see it. Cool. I think this vehicle's like pretty easy to drive. It's not like a slow big bastard or anything. Also, this thing has all-wheel drive. I bet the thing we were trying to escort does not. It's got to paint some center stripes on this street, and then we're all good. We're all good, man. Never felt better. Buttery smooth and delicious. And bam! Just to say fuck you to that guy. Is it possible to look at the top right and say, when it says bring help to Panama, and not think of the Van Halen song? Panama! I don't think it's possible. Zoom in if you want to look real good. You can refill dump trucks, check the refill, but yeah, that's easy. Now, give me more hints on how to, like, dump the sand gingerly. A gentle dump. Not, like, all at once, fucking, I drank an iced coffee and now I'm, like, shitting my penis off. Because that's how this thing fucking dumps sand. It's like, oh god, I ate a scoop of ice cream and now I'm fucking booty blasting. And of course, this part's fun. Now I get to just fucking crash through these barriers, one of which fell over on their own just because I just looked at it and it was like, nah. Fell over. Yeah, fuck you. I don't know, maybe? Yeah, maybe just enough sand will fucking do it. Be cool if it did, but I'm not so sure. Can I knock this thing down? Sadly, I cannot. Of course, they put just enough things in the way. You couldn't just go around like I was kind of cheating earlier. Cheating cheater. Let's get dumpied. Let's get dumped upon. And open. So can I do like the little baby open? It's a pretty good baby open, actually. I know there's more where that came from. Actually, pretty good. Pretty good. We'll flatten that shit down. I think that will be enough. I wasn't so sure it would work that way, but pleasantly surprised. So I might have dipped a little bit too down that way. That's fine, though. Let's close that shit. And just get this out of the way so I can bring the scoop. Bring the scoop right around, and I'm gonna park this. A little bit concerned if I park it up there, this thing will get fucking stuck, so I'll just park it in the grass right here. And I'm gonna put the e-brake on so it does not drift into the water, as funny as that would be. Yeah, handbrake is on. Alright, we're not too far. Far enough, but it'll take just a jiffy. This game is very fun. Who do I get to fuck up the sign? Bam! This game is very fun. Like I said, I know this game's probably a snooze fest for a lot of folks. Some games are very fun to play, but don't stream well. I'm not going to say this game streams poorly. The nice thing about this game is that it's still pretty new. And it's by a pretty well-reputed developer. Saber Interactive has made some very good games. Space Marine 2. They made Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, and that game is a incredible fucking game. And they made SnowRunner, and Mud Runner, and I don't know if they made Spin Tires. They made Teardown. I love Teardown, so it's a very good developer. So the fact that it's new means that, you know, people are curious about the game. And inevitably, people might pop in just because they're perusing the Twitch category for this game. And it's one of those games where you look at it for a bit, and you can pretty quickly determine if you would enjoy it just based on the gameplay and, you know, kind of like the problem-solving options that are given to you. I think it's very cool. But I would not blame anybody for seeing it and going, this looks great, but watching it is boring as fuck. I would blame nobody for being like, snooze. I'm gonna go ahead and move this thing out of the way. Sounds good, Eris. Yeah, it is getting pretty late. Getting up there. Getting up there. Move that guy out of the way. And then just fucking just plant myself on top of it like I'm mounting it to impregnate it. Yep. I just want to get it out of the way. It's an odd piece of like debris to just be annoying. Just move this thing out of the way as well. I know there was at least one other thing that some of the dudes were getting stuck on. Enough, I think. I want to fuck with that tire? I might fuck with that tire. I'm not gonna fuck the tire. Those days are over. My tire fucking days in college are long behind me. Alright, good enough. Good enough. Let's pound some sand. And by that I mean flatten some sand. Route failed. Not for long. Not for long. Do I want to fuck with paving? I don't think paving is necessary for a gap this small. Don't think it's necessary. To be honest, I'm not even sure it was necessary in the case of the road we made earlier, but it makes the road a lot better. So a path of just a bunch of sand is one thing, but having it being like properly paved is for sure a lot better. Oh, this is so fucking bumpy. This is safe, right? This is where downshifting would legit be a good idea, I think, so I'm gonna downshift. It's still pretty fucked, but not as fucked. Yeah. Maybe there was a better way to do this. I don't know about that. Sand flattening. I'm a little bit worried. I think there's like not enough sand at the first part, but I think it'll be okay. Okay, yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Actually, I'm gonna do one of these. I'm gonna spin back around and then hit it from the other direction. That way, like, we're flattening it both ways. Trying to be smart. SMRT. Then flattening. Constantly getting the little infrastructure notifications for routes that are working. Like, yes, thank you. I was pretty confident the route was already working, but now I know for sure it's definitely working. Alright, we'll do one more round, then I think we're all set. Again, we probably could do the whole asphalt thing, but like nothing else here is paved, so it don't matter. None of this fucking matters. Looks pretty good to me. I'll pull forward as one more active flattening, and then schmove on up. Schmove on up way. Up and away. I'll park myself right here. Gonna put on the brake, because I'm smart. Sometimes. And we're gonna say infrastructure. Need maintenance? Now you don't anymore, baby. Vehicle failed the route. Not anymore. You're gonna do it, and you're gonna do it really good. Is your buddy still behind you? Oh, there he is, yeah. Just took a second. Spectate. Here we go. Weird angle there. Uh-oh. Clearly, I did not direct the angles good enough. Yeah, I mean... yeah, I mean, it works. Just... yeah, that needs to be moved up, obviously. An easy fix. Yeah, that's my bad. I should have looked at the route before. This is a pretty easy fix. Try it again. And again, it really does seem like there's no downside having things go awry like that. And now it's at a much more pleasant and workable angle. There we go. There we go. That was the hard part. Everything else from here on out should be pretty easy. There's like a couple spots with some rocks, but I think they'll be fine. Yeah, fuck that thing up. In fact, I'm so confident. I'm more concerned about Big Man. Big Man made it over the bridge, though. The sand bridge. Or these bumpy-ass log path things. Testing the shocks of all these things. All these vehicles we have. I do appreciate the cinematic view, because you get these swooping and very dramatic camera angles. Also, a nice time to let the game's visuals shine a little bit, because the game is pretty. The game is, I think looks pretty darn good. The van up ahead is still clicking along here, so I think every other route aspect of this route should be okay. Moved all the dead cars out of the way. Sometimes requiring some light convincing of said cars. Oh, he did get stuck. Is Big Man gonna push him? Ooh, it's real muddy. Boom. But he's gonna get stuck. Yeah, he's stuck. Yeah. Well, darn. Looks like we gotta do more sandies. He's still popping off, though. Van guy's alright. Yeah, you're just digging a bigger hole for yourself, bro. So yeah, Van is doing fine. At one point, will it, like, tell me or recognize, like, oh, that's a problem? Alright, well, I guess we gotta do more sand then. Now, I don't exactly know where the nearest sand spot would be. I guess there's some down here. You may have to drive all the way back, because that might require a decent bit of sand. Yeah, vehicle failed. Yep, sure did. Sure done did. That is pretty muddy. That is pretty muddy. Let's see. So we have this guy here. How far back do I have to go before I'm able to refill it? Because thankfully, you don't have to like be inside of the sand spots and get the stuff. You just have to be close enough to be dangerous. I'm going to try to get dangerous. Just like Darkwing Duck. Let's get dangerous. That's going to be another instance where if I can do like the kind of light sand dispersal versus like the all at once like dumping, the iced coffee dumping that I was describing earlier, then yeah. I'm just gonna stay the course. Not cross the bridge, just stay the course because I think that'd be a little bit faster. This side objective is turning up to be a bit more of an ordeal than I was first thinking, but that's Roadcraft, man. We don't do these things because it's easy. We do it because it's fun and satisfying. It's strangely satisfying. Look at that, my first all sand road. Those were the days. And by days, I mean day, because it was earlier. Got the sand. Bam. Can I do this with just the one sand? Hopefully. Hopefully I can do this with just the one sand. Having to go back and forth a whole bunch would be a bit of a pain in the bootulars. I don't think... Oh, my guy's blocking the thing. He's going to be very anky. On the beach, or in the ocean. And the closest sand thing to Panama. It really is this one. So yeah, having to go all the way around would be a huge pain. Like, an outspeed that guy? Probably not. Probably not. But I'll try. What I might do is I might engage the downshifting when I'm dropping the stuff. I'll try the downshifting thing. Also, hopefully my guy won't get stuck. So I am cooking. I'm going a little bit faster than he is. Might give him a little love bump. So I'll slow down because he's almost to his destination anyway. Take your time. Take your time. Yeah, now I get to be the impatient guy behind him honking. Doesn't feel so great, does it? I'll just pass his ass. Alright, he has to take that wide turn. Alright, see you later, bro. Am I gonna get another heads up that infrastructure route complete? I guess not. So I know I'll know it when I see it. I can drive again over this thing pretty confidently, and we still have the scoop, which is convenient. Yeah, I wonder if first-person view would make that like super bumpy looking. We're tearing this thing up pretty bad. Maybe that's where asphalt actually does kind of help. Where it's not getting degraded by driving over it constantly. It's a little bit bumpy. I don't really like the first-person view for too much, but it's fun for memes. Fun for japes. Of course, we don't see any, like, sad, dead cars on the side of the road or anything. They whisk them away whenever something fails. Be around the bend, I do believe. This is, like, muddy as fuck and probably pretty slick. I think it's this coming up ahead. Yep, I see gigantic tire spots there. Yeah, it's kind of no wonder. That's kind of gross. Kind of gross. So I will... Just assuming I can drive over this. Alright, so... Yes, we can. Well, hold on. Yeah, we're good. Oh, hold on. Shit. Right. I think we'll have to be kind of smart about this. Oh, too much. Oh, my fucking god. Okay, well, fuck. Actually, not bad, not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, I panicked because, like, usually you just tap it and it, like, does a little bit, but I pressed 1 and I didn't hold 1. I just tapped it and it went just, it just kept going. Like, calm down, calm down. Yeah, what did I do? Yeah, I like pressed it once and it like popped the fuck off. Yeah, we got it though, regardless. We got it. Now, if you wanted to, you do have like this level of granular challenge. Honestly, that's even harder to control though. You try and do the mouse controls because that's like very all or nothing. It's very on or off. Oh yeah, that's a bit much. I think that's going to be sufficient. Get the dozer to pound it out. We're pounding it out real good. And then we'll be all set, I do believe. Put yourself there. Put on the e-brake because I'm not stupid. Well, I am, but not that stupid. And old dozy boy. Wake up, dozer. Now you were dozing. That's all the dozer knows how to do. He only dozes. Yeah, I'm hoping this thing will persist. I'm a little bit worried about how much we're tearing it up by driving over it, but it's... honestly, anything is better than what it was earlier, so I think it's probably fine. And it's still better than this other path that... like, there was no fucking way. That was the fun part. Yeah, it's like super bouncy. Oh god, we're like getting jostled. We'll downshift. It's not as funny looking as I was hoping. Trying to see past the crane arm seems like a constant battle. Or the scoop arm. Just don't scoop yourself. Just don't scoop your pants. More little rocks to get bumped by. We're bumping. Nice and bumping. Whip. You're going fast enough, even the smallest of Rockies can get in the way for sure. But here is the goods. Right up. Yeah. Straight now. There we go. Don't get too silly. Keep it in your pants. All right, here's the goods. Let's go into sand flattening mode. Activate penis flattening. Yeah, the length of this like spot that needed the sand was not nearly as extreme as I thought it would be. For some reason I thought it was going to be like a lot longer, and I was worried that I was going to have to do multiple trips, but now that I'm like seeing it in this context, it's pretty small. To sand flattening, we'll do another, kind of what I did last time, we'll do another flattening this direction, then another flattening the other direction, then I think we'll be all set. I don't know if you really have to do it multiple times like this, but I tell myself it helps. I tell myself it makes it more cohesive. I want to do one more. I think that's probably good. The more I'm like driving over it, the worse it's getting, so I think that's probably set. So I'll park this not in the water. I'll just park this over here, kind of by that what will eventually be another bridge, most likely. I mean, I guess we could make it ourselves. Nothing stopping me from just DIYing the bridge. We have the materials for it. What would it get us? What would making a bridge here get us? I mean, we'll eventually need it, probably, but right now it's not a priority. That's a later task. Let's try this thing. Except I'll have to move some stuff. Some schmoovage. I think that should work. Everything else is out of the way. It's my third time, fourth time. Whatever time it is, it's the charm. This is the one that's gonna work. And look at that. I never doubted it. Okay, I doubted that one a little bit. Big man, how you doing? Yeah, that guy got stuck a little bit on that one spot. You are looking good, my dude. Looking good, my dude, and also my guy. I think we're in there, baby. I think that was the last hiccup. I mean, I said that last time and I was full of shit, but I'm feeling good this time. There's ye old gas station. That's Shake with the raid. What's up, buddy? It's a late Shake raid. Shake going into the AM. Not like I can talk much shit. I'm also going to the AM. We're playing some Roadcraft. You know, I like to do some dare drop stuff. The dare drop campaigns. And this game has a cool dare drop campaign. I'm not usually into these kinds of like construction simulator kinds of things. Snow runner, mud runner, spin tires, those kinds of games. Oh, barrel. Is barrel gonna fuck us? Nah, we're good. We're good. This is I set the path for these guys. That's why I'm just watching. It's a supply convoy we're directing with the path that I've set. And we're making sure that it works, and pretty set. Looks pretty solid to me, so I'm happy with what we got. Look at that. Do we get the A-OK? We do. We get the A-OK. Objective complete. That was actually a side objective, and it was a pretty involved one. Well, we got there. We got there. Let's look at the main objectives next. Looks like we have to establish another supply route to the other place. Next place we're going to is going to be... Whoops. Going to be... Here. So we're going from here to where? To the transit point. Oh, that's super easy. That's where we just came from. Oh, that one should be... I mean, we just did this side objective, which was a lot harder. This, I think, will be a relative cakewalk. Thank you, Shake, for that raid. How's Blueprints going, by the way, man? Oh, Blueprints is going well. Oh, baby state. Yeah, the game looks wild. It's absolutely on my list. Whole bunch of demos and some more blueprints. Yeah, baby steps looks like it would be my shit. It looks like it would be my kind of thing because it looks very silly. And I do love me some silly shenanigans. Also, Shake, you know the rules whenever somebody raids, especially if they're a friend of the channel and a friend of humanity in general. I always love to ask for clippies. So if there was a clip of yours like to share, doesn't have to be from tonight. Could have been from recent times. Could have been from when we all gamed on Sunday. That was a fun time. Playing some Noita Entangled Worlds with Shake and Alias and Krath. Playing some Night Rain, some Elden Ring Night Rain. Flawlessly, might I add. Playing Night Rain like proper professionals. This complete and utter professional level of Soulsborne expertise. What I might have to do is like move this path slightly to the right, or I guess to the left rather, to make room, because I realize like this road's getting a little bit crowded, and there are still some vehicles that are traveling on this road. Not a whole lot, but they're there. So hopefully them being like this parallel with each other will not cause problems. But no, this game is fun though. This game is fun. It's strangely satisfying. It's the same developer as SnowRunner and MudRunner and Teardown. If you've heard of Teardown, that game is incredibly cool. Love that game. I'll have to get the we'll have to get that guy out of the way. That's the what's it called? The mobile crane, I think. And we're gonna go across the bridge. I'm actually gonna lead it. What we're gonna do is this, then this, then this. There we go. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. It has to. This is obviously a single lane bridge. It's not very. I mean, it's all kind of single lane, but we're able to make it work. We're making it work. But yeah, no, Baby Steps does look fantastic. There's a whole bunch of games with demos that interest me greatly. Devolver Digital, as always, bringing the heat when it comes to Next Fest and the PC gaming show. Like there's all kinds of stuff that they're working on that I'm extremely excited about, and secretly, not so secretly, hoping I'll be able to score review keys for, because some good shit for sure. A vehicle failed. Really now? Because we just completed a thing. This is news to me. What the heck? What the heck, man? So we can dispatch that, but hold on. Well, I guess, yeah, let's go and dispatch it. But in the meantime... Yeah, what's going on with this guy? Something got stuck there, of all places. Alright, I'll inspect it, but first... Whoops. Can I see this guy? I want to see how this guy's gonna go. It should work. Oh, here we go. Ships passing in the night. Nope, it looks like they made it. I'm more worried about the big man. Let's see how the big guy does. Kenshi has shenanigans? Does it have Ken shenanigans? I sure hope so. Oh, by the way, Jake says, I got you, Alex. I got the goods. Check out the shake goods. Is it a baby steps clip? I hope it is. It absolutely is.
You're doing
Oh my
it,
God.
Nate! You're doing it! Yes!
You don't have to breathe in the water, right? Flop around. He's evolving. He's evolving. He's like a
Man,
seal.
he's a good swimmer.
I don't think I'd be able to swim that well. With just my legs flapping and flopping and like frenetically kicking. Oh, sorry. I had the game unmuted the whole time. Or the game muted. Now it's muted. One more time with the proper audio. That's delightful. Yeah, this game looks ridiculous.
You're doing
But
it,
I kind of
Nate!
want it.
You're doing
What's up,
it!
Liza?
Yes! Man, he's a good swimmer.
I appreciate how the lore behind this game is that the character protagonist is like 35 years old and still lives with his parents, and they're like, get the fuck out. And that's the game. So it's like 35-year-old person simulator. I can't make that joke anymore. I'm 36 now, so I can't make that joke anymore. Death Stranding is weird so far. Wait, is the implication that you are we saying that this is Death Stranding too? Or if there is an actual, like an honest to goodness demo for Death Stranding 2, that actually would be pretty cool, but what I hope we're saying is that, yes, that's what this is. This is Death Stranding 2, yes. Yeah, that was Sam Porter, there he is. Name a character Kent Cheese, that's a good name. That's a powerful name. Kent Cheese is a good name. So I highly approve. Let's see, how are we doing with our routes? Did we do good? I was looking at cars. I was feeling good about it. I guess we must be all right because it was going to here. Oh, it's not. Oh, it got stuck somewhere. Oh, shit. I wonder if I pause. Maybe it doesn't like properly pause. What got stuck? Oh, I didn't move this fucking guy. I said I was going to and I didn't because I'm terrible. Because I am terrible. Alright, well, sorry. Sorry I didn't move the thing. I know you're all very upset with me. AI driver characters. It's a stand. Yeah, it's a strand quap. It's a strand quap. That's right. Thank you, Shake, for the raid. Thank you for showing a clip to us, showing what kind of shenanigans and tomfoolery you're up to, which I love seeing. And like I said, we got to game with Shake and our friends Alias and Krath on Sunday, and I had a fucking blasty blast. And hopefully, if all goes according to plan, we'll all be able to game more this Sunday. Maybe some more Entangled Worlds if folks are down, because it was a good old time, and I'm definitely down for more. Also, that ridiculous Soul Chain game. I'm secretly, not so secretly, holding out for that one to also be a fun time. Let's park this right here, so it's out of the way. Mostly out of the way. So now, this one, let's dispatch, and I think it'll just, hopefully just work. Time for foodsies. Thank you again, buddy. Very generous. Very generous. And Liza is asking, accept offer from designer. Are you trying to say that you are a graphic designer and you're looking for clients? Because I am not currently looking for a graphic designer, if that's what you're asking. I am married to a graphic designer, so I am all set. See, actually, once again, I'm less worried about about that guy. I'm more worried about Big Man, who was stuck apparently. Maybe there's just like grossness there on the road. It is a little bit on the middly side, isn't it? Yeah, I can't zoom anymore. What I might have to do is, ooh, or make this a 2-lane. Well, I mean, it's already 2-lane, but make it even more 2-lane. I don't want to cancel the route. I want to like edit it. All rewards received. Can I modify this one at all? It's kind of seeming like I can't modify it. Open requests. I don't want to cancel the route. I just want to like make a couple of mild adjustments. It seems like I can't though. I don't want to cancel it. I mean, I guess maybe I could pause it. For this one, definitely edit this one. I'll just try moving it closer towards the middle. This is definitely the big vehicle. The big vehicle's the one that's struggling. So I'm not worried about this little fella. Yeah, this one, yeah, he pops through it, no problem at all. This big man. And he has like some speed going. He's not just like slow into a crawl. It's pretty muddy. Oh, I like the purple. Is that where it gets stuck with that right there? Actually, he got it. Maybe he got nervous because I was watching? Alright. Maybe he just got nervous. He saw I was watching. He was like, oh shit, I gotta not fuck up. Purple guy, you alright? That turn's a little bit tricky for him, but we fucking got there. Purple. Purple is confidence. Anything else behind him? Yeah, now we're getting the green check marks, so we're good there. That one should be in the clear. There's really no other I can think of major issues there. What happened here, though? A vehicle failed this route, but has done perfectly fine. Oh, I can kind of see a little of scrunch there. Anything I would want to do differently here? Maybe like kind of go over that spot. I think that's probably better, honestly. Let's try that. Where's it dispatching from? Did it like restart from the beginning? Exactly what it's doing. And it's a small vehicle, isn't it? Yeah, I'm really surprised this guy got stuck. Probably don't have to worry too much. And this one is in progress. Wait. Oh, that's gonna be a problem, isn't it? Oh, no, he's good, Yeah. Okay, yes, that one's gonna work, So this guy failed here. Objective complete, we're good. And that was a main objective, I do believe.
Oh, jeez. Not bad at all. I might need to raise my standards so I don't get impressed so easily every time. Next on our agenda is the gas power plant and the steel pipes facility.
Laying pipe. Make her like a pissed off old lady. I'd be down. What kind of accent would she have, El Gaso? What kind of accent would like dispatch? Oh, you fucker. What a thing to get stuck on, bro. What the hell? He did perfectly fine with his last time, and now... Oh, wait. Well, clearly I need to modify that slightly, but... I'll wait till after he's passed it. I don't know if I can while it's in progress. Yeah, I can't while it's in progress. Okay, we'll just spectate. 60, yeah, like 60 years up, maybe even older. Like 65, maybe 70. Been doing it for too long and is just not equipped to deal with your bullshit. Like, does not have the fucking patience. Okay, that works too. What is this, your first fucking day on the job? I thought you got your certifications before you did this gig. You call that a flat, a flat sand pour? I pour my coffee flatter than that. I pour the coffee from my Folgers flatter than that, you fucking chump. Would she be Jewish and would she call you a schmuck? I think we all know the answer to that question. I can see where he got stuck last time. I can see that little divot in the ground, but he's got it. I swear, it's like the AI, they perform better if you're looking at them. If you watch them, they will perform better. I get the performance anxiety. No side gigs right now. Steel pipes facility and get to the power plant. So steel pipes is not that far. And power plant, I'll track that one for sure. What's the other one, though? No, that's yeah, that one. Gas power plant. Okay, they're both kind of along the same way. The scouting vehicle? Presumably I do. There it is, and it's not too far. Well, let's take it for a spin. Have been using like weird, I mean not weird, but like very specific kinds of vehicles for a while, so it's weird just having me go into like a regular pedestrian vehicle to scout things out. It's kind of refreshing to be like, oh, I can just be in a normal vehicle for a while. Holy shit. Just find a way to get there. I mean, how hard could it possibly be? How hard could it possibly be to get to this magical place? Couch. Random couch. I think I would know better than to say a question like that out loud. I'd be like, how hard could thing be when... And then, like, you get into the thick of it and you realize, like, oh, fuck. So I can see the power plant from here. What I need to do is get on this here dirt path. Delicious, delicious dirt. Do I work better when the supervisor looks over my shoulder? I actually work worse if there's like someone looking over my shoulder, because then I get like self-conscious and I'm more likely to like fuck up and like doubt myself and work slow, and like if someone's like sniffing over my shoulder and watching my every move, I'm more likely to get in my own ass and my own head, but mostly my own ass. It is a pretty slow truck, but it's a fucking speedster compared to some of these other things we were using earlier.
Days, hasn't it? You could say that about most things around here.
Oh yeah. The skeleton. Yeah, I remember that one. Yep. Guys, it's 2:30. As much as I want to keep going, and I really do enjoy this game, I probably should wrap it up here. It's getting pretty late. Thankfully, the game does autosave pretty frequently. So I think we're alright. So I'm just gonna park this guy right here. I'll park it even more out of the way. So out of the way. I'll be so responsible. Definitely want to play this game more. The problem is that this game's Daredrop campaign ends pretty soon, and I'm not sure I'll have a ton of chances to play this before the campaign ends. But this game is a lot of fun. This game is a lot of fun, and I'm really enjoying it. So I definitely want to play more of it. Whether it be on or off stream remains to be seen. But yes, for sure a good one. And this is coming from a person that really had no interest ever in this kind of game, but this one's definitely won me over. Got somebody playing some Balatro. Catchy lemonade. Lemon lime, rather. I'll take a look. Yeah, I'll check my follows page, see if there's anybody that I wanna snag. But anyway, thank you. Man, we had a lot of raids. Holy shit, we had Shake raid us, we had Gratothi, Woo, Galnith. Man, oh man, how many raids? Like several of which were in very short order as well. So thank you guys and gals for the raids. Very generous hanging out with us, raiding into us. Had a couple new folks pop in. And yeah, that's right. We're gonna be doing some Deep Rock Galactic tomorrow with Whale. And yeah, that's fine, Whale. That would be a little bit easier for me. So like if you want, I could like maybe send you a message around 8 and see where things are at. But yeah, we could plan for 8:30 or 9 or 9 or 10 rather. For you, because you're in Eastern time zone, I think. So yeah, so that works perfectly fine for me. You know, sometimes I'm starting my streams kind of a little bit late anyways, so it's all Gucci. But yeah, we should be doing some Deep Rock Galactic with our friends Whale and Meerkat. Hopefully Meerkat. I know Meerkat said he was feeling pretty not good tonight, so we'll see. He might not be on voice comms if he is able to play tomorrow, so we'll see. And we will have a 4th slot open, so if anybody wants to join in on some Deep Rock Galactic, we will most likely have at least 1 spot open, maybe 2 if, like I said, if Meerkat's unable to join. So, but yeah, we but this was a lot of fun. Like I said, looking at the list of Dare Drop challenges, or dares rather, for Roadcraft, there's a couple that I was like kind of mentally watching for, and I don't think we accomplished any tonight. I'm not going to share my, I mean, I guess I could share my screen. There was the one for stacking 4 containers symmetrically. It's annoying because we found like there was the one place where you can stack containers, but there were only 3 that were manipulatable. So clearly later there will have more stacking opportunities. Yeah, we never use the cable layer, and we never use the log transporter. We're probably not too far from using the log transporter, but still, yeah, we never got to use either of those tools either. So The Dare Drop campaign for this game has 8 days left, so it's a little bit more than a week. So we'll see. We'll see if I can maybe squeeze in one more session of this game. We shall see. But in the near future, I can tell you we're doing some Deep Rock Galactic with some friends. Tomorrow, which should be a lot of fun. Friday, I'm not sure if I'll be able to stream, but if I am able to stream, we'll be playing Jotun Slayer. I'm not sure if it's pronounced, but really cool looking survivors-like. Kind of similar, I think, to Conquest Dark, which we played last week. That was an awesome survivors-like. But I'm looking forward to... Thank you, Elgaso. Jotun Slayer. You've probably seen it. Elgaso is one of our resident survivors-like experts, so if you know of the game I'm referring to, then you might already know what it will entail. But I'm excited to check that one out. Most likely this Friday. If not this Friday, maybe Saturday instead. And then, of course, Sunday, hopefully, more co-op games with the friends. Unless there's any, major schedule snafus. But I think I at least should be good with the homies. And then next week, a couple other games we've kind of got queued up. Hopefully, at least one more session with Rune Factory, because we played some of that the other day, and I loved that. That was a lot of fun. Oh, and Midnight Special. Midnight Special, that's the other one. Because that one looks like some Clock Tower shit. Clock Tower game. Yeah, Midnight Special looks like some old school Clock Tower shit, and it looks really, really cool. So I'm excited for that one. Got a review key for that one. We got good stuff, man. Good stuff ahead. Good games ahead. Good stuff, man. As I keep saying, too many good games coming out. Next week, by the way, I did score a review key for The Altars. I think we'll probably check that out sometime this coming week. I think it comes out Friday, but I don't think I'm going to be able to stream it Friday. I've got too much other stuff I've kind of committed to. And a couple of, weird games like Stilt Fella. That one came out of nowhere. I got a review key for Stilt Fella out of fucking nowhere. That one looks hilarious. And a couple other ones. Paper Clay looks kind of fun, too. I might get a key for that one. We'll see about that one. Just a couple others I'm just kind of tracking. I just cracked up my list to see if there's anything that I had not considered. But yeah, we got good games for us this week. Some fun games for next week as well. Let's find a raid target, because it is late. It is late. But there are people gaming right now. And then Ogasa says, after that, a 24-hour Kenshi stream. That's right. That's right. And of course, the reason Ogasa keeps razzing my ass for Kenshi is because he knows I would enjoy it. I know I would enjoy it too. I just gotta fucking make it happen. Gotta make it happen. So Elgasa's recommendation was Katya. Let's see. I have them on my list, right? And he said we've rated them once before. Man. We could rate her. She's doing some Kenshi. Now, I will confess, dear viewer, that as I look at my follows list, I do see Aquatius is still alive. And I was saying last time how he's a really cool dude. He's doing some web fishing, and that game does look very cozy. So I do go hit up our boy Aquatius. Oh, no, she's doing Balatro. I thought she was, for some reason, I thought she was playing Kenshi. It's in September. You can plan ahead, Alex. You can plan ahead. The entire week, the entire birth week, just nonstop. What's 24 times 7? That many hours of Kenshi, just uninterrupted. No sleep, no bathroom breaks. Just piss your pants. I will acknowledge, I think I actually might divert slightly and raid Aquatius just because he is still going, and last time I rated him, he went for quite some time. So I think he's going to be going for a bit. But I will follow this person, Katya Lemon Lime. I don't doubt that I've rated her before, but I just don't have memory. For some reason, and I didn't follow her, which was foolish of me. So I'll follow her so we can hang out with them next time. We'll pop in to their stream on a future occasion and raid them again, because especially if they're they're Australian. If they are Australian, we will absolutely catch them when I'm looking for a raid target in the future, because whenever it's late like this, sometimes there are slim pickings. Yeah, a few days uninterrupted, and also like mind-altering sleep deprivation to really get into the Kenshi mood, really get into the Kenshi vibe. We'll do that. Here's my socials page, by the way. I make mention every so often of my Discord server. We're doing some giveaways this weekend. In fact, the plan is to do giveaways on Friday. So if I'm able to stream on Friday, we'll do the Steam Key giveaways this Friday. We do the giveaways through my Discord server. All the information for the giveaways can be found in the giveaway channels in the Discord server. All the info's there. make it fairly clear. We'll have a few keys we're giving away this Friday. And if I'm unable to stream Friday, we'll do the giveaways on Saturday instead, or just the next time I stream. But it's, I would say, kind of 50-50 on whether or not I'll be able to stream Friday. I would say the chances are fairly good, but don't want to overpromise. And, of course, that socials page has other stuff too. It has my social media, has things like my, like my Twitter and Instagram and TikTok, all that shit. It's all out there. Facebook, you fucking name it. I do multi-stream to TikTok and Facebook and YouTube and several places, but Twitch is the main one. So if forced to recommend where to follow me, I would say Twitch is probably the most relevant. But happy to have people in any capacity. Not gonna be picky about where people follow or hang out. And we're gonna raid Aquatius, who's a great dude. We've raided him a couple times. He's raided me once or twice. Super positive dude. Plays a wide variety of stuff. He is an artist. He's a musical artist. He makes his own beats and is a shockingly good rapper. You would not guess looking at this man or hearing him talk that he's a good rapper, but this man he spits hot fire. It's really, really impressive. So, but he also plays good games. Really, really cool, really positive dude. Has a number of really nice folks in his community. So really like his stream. He's got a great show over there. I think you'll like him. We got Eric over here. He says, babies are made from holding hands. You're almost correct. Babies are made from unprotected hand holding. So if you're gonna hold hands with somebody, wear a condom. Over your hands. No, mostly over your penis. Over your hands too, just be safe. Just to be sure. So, unprotected hand holding. Unprotected premarital hand holding. Oof, spicy. I don't want to talk too much about it. Don't want to get, the VOD muted from NSFW talk. And it's the sweat. That's right, the sweat. And then she pops out the belly button. There you go. There you go. All right, so anyway, friends, I'll see you guys around. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you again to Gratoffy and Shake the Box and Woo and Gallaneth for the very generous rates. A whole bunch of rates tonight. Appreciate you all. Everyone have a great night. And I'll be back most likely, almost for sure tomorrow, and most likely Friday and Saturday, and then multiplayer games Sunday. I'll see you guys around. Have a great night, friends. Bye bye.